up, y'all? It's your boy, Michael D. It's the man, Hater. It is sburcS, the jerk. And a special guest we have this evening is the one and only Boofio Crank!
What up, y'all?
Boofio!
It's good to be here.
Yes.
It is good to be here.
So, you guys might notice that someone is missing, and that is because he's getting his pee-pee spanked.
It's been a bad boy.
Daddy Hater over there. And we are the Ugly Juggalos. I'm sorry. We're the Ugly Juggalos podcast, and this is the Gathering Edition.
Two scoops.
All right.
So, what's up, everybody?
I don't know. What's up? How's everyone been? You guys upset we're not gathering? I'm pretty fucking happy about it, but...
I know you are. Why do you think I've been on edge? Why are you so angry? Like, I don't know!
I had a week to fucking get out on my anger, and now it's gone.
No,
Fuck 2020.
It is pretty upsetting, but
But hey, we can save our money. You know, pros and cons. That's
true.
what we're going over this week. Let's
restate what we stated before the cameras were rolling.
What's that?
Budget boys.
Yeah.
You ain't saving nothing from this year's gathering. If anything, you're spending more.
Hey, I never bought a gathering ticket. Is that hard to believe?
Nah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because you're a fucking scrub.
First off, my hands smell like your armpits, and it's fucking disgusting. From that little stunk.
What happened?
Well,
where's the saran wrap? We'll
no,
feature
fuck that, dude. It's assholes. Gathering edition. They try to saran wrap me to my chair in my fucking house.
Because he leaves.
Right before I do leave, I pee a lot. But either way, dude.
Yeah, we're a diaper.
Oh, yeah.
Nice try. Speaking of diapies, unfortunately, there will be no diaper day this year, but we do have our diaper to in remembrance of diaper day. It's going to happen at some point this year. We just don't know when.
Definitely. Well, so it's the Gathering Edition. So we're talking about the Gathering because it's something.
What about it, Mikey?
Well, we really look forward to it. You know, it's a time to get away from all the bullshit in the world, come around with all the Juggalo homies, and have fun and watch shows.
So, what is the Gathering?
So the Gathering is. Can you explain that, Hater?
I don't have the Webster dictionary definition of gathering, but it's when.
No, I'm talking about what's the Gathering that we're talking about.
The Gathering.
For the viewers that don't know, that might just be coming across Ugly Juggalos, they're learning. Mm-hmm. What's the Gathering that we all get so hyped up around this year about?
It's the Gathering of the Juggalos. Twisted started in 1999, so yeah.
We're just keeping the legacy going. Thank you, Twisted.
Them and Cottonmouth Kings really holding it down for the 99 to the 2000.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Pagalita.
Anyway, so when it comes to the Gathering of the Juggalos, one of the first obstacles that most people run into is getting to the Gathering of the Juggalos. So how do you go about getting there, Mikey?
Shit. Well,
or how have you gone about getting there in the past?
Well, so I hit up a bunch of homies, about 3 to 4, and we see who has the biggest car, who's gonna throw in for gas, and we just go off that. You know, wait for the paycheck to come in, and we're out.
So you don't pay for it. You just look for people that have the money and have the gas and have the space.
No. I pay for everything else
in.
except for the ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
You pay for the food you bring?
I don't bring food.
I know that.
Wait. Do you bring money?
We'll talk about that later.
Do you bring money for the people with food? Because this is a real thing. If you're going to go to the Gathering, all for it. If it's your first year, we'll help you. It's your second year, get your shit together because I don't want to feed you. You're not my child.
I have bought many of Dead Body cheesesteaks. So I bought them. Not free handing out. I bought Dead Body.
How far?
Shouts to Dead Body Dan. Dead Body cheesesteak.
How far ahead do you guys start planning for the Gathering?
I've gone like 2 days before.
Yeah, I know you've really fucking cut it close.
I've gone where I just grab like a couple shirts, couple shorts, and just go. I mean, but I've done.
Didn't you get out of work the one time really super last minute? You told him you had to go to your cousin's funeral because he killed himself.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
But that was your Gathering excuse.
Yes.
Priorities.
Yeah. It's bottom of the barrel shit, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. And I didn't have anything else that I think could cover it.
I gotta say, everybody knows with the planning of the Gathering, it never goes as planned.
No,
we all know that. So you can plan a month, 2 months, a year, 2 days. It's never gonna go as you plan it. So I just say you just gotta have the mindset of I'm going. That's it. That's it.
And the people that don't have the balls to sneak in, which it's really easy. I mean, that's why I do. I'm not the biggest ballsy guy out there, but it's like you have 364 days to get ready to save $1 every day $300, and it only costs about, I don't know.
So I'm saying, dude,
$200.
I think the last gathering it was like 185, 190 per
Like, what's up?
per ticket.
210,
That's how
like 2011, I think. 210.
that 210 for 2011. I didn't
so.
go that year. But either way, that's less. That's like a 1-day pass to any other festival.
Yeah, to like Firefly or
Yeah.
anything on the East Coast.
It's probably cheaper than a 1-day pass to any other festival.
Yeah,
So.
fuck. Yeah, well, so what do you guys like? I know Boofio lives in a fucking brown paper bag. Like, what do you guys bring? Like, what's your?
I might, if I go through this notebook, I probably have last year's list.
Well,
Because
listen,
Jessica
he makes a
fucking,
list.
Jessica fucking prepares, dude.
Hater and Jess, they have fucking
I
bug
got those
repellent.
lists.
They have fucking everything. They
Yeah.
have a fucking a random shower that's just you stick it up in the woods and put some fucking water in.
Yeah, and I
they
gotta
have
buy a new
everything,
one every
bro.
fucking year because Jess is always like, just leave it.
Well, when did you start going to the gathering? Like, how old were you?
2012 was my first year. I was fucking, I don't know, 20, 22, 20.
Okay.
I went. My first year, I was 17. My father brought me. He, you know, that's right.
heard-
Papa LaRue went.
Shouts
I've heard
to Pop.
stories about that year.
He killed the gathering, and then the next year, 2012, whatever. Going by myself, I bought two tickets because I had money. So I bought my ticket, and I was like, I got money this year. I'm buying somebody a ticket.
Wow.
I'm gonna put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Last second, I was like, I can't go. There's
Wow.
no way for me to go. Nobody. My buddy's car broke down. Some dude is not even a juggler. I was like, I'll go to the gathering. I jumped on it like a fucking hot monkey,
Hell yeah.
bro. I'm like, well, we're going. He's like, when we
What?
leaving? I'm like, we're leaving tonight.
Wow.
I ended up putting a new fucking starter in his car because the starter blew. I'm like, he's like, oh, we can't go. I'm like, oh, we're going.
You're a
I got
ballsy ass dude.
Went that same day. That time I got to the gathering. I came a little late. I was a little late. It was a day late. Then I went. I was like, I'll go every year now. Every year.
Better
I
late
thought
than
I
never.
thought I wasn't ever gonna go. I
Yeah.
thought I wasn't gonna go.
Well-
and now I'm on 8.5.
You know what
hell
I really
yeah.
hate? I don't mind people to show up late, but I really hate it when people leave early.
Yeah,
Well,
that's some bullshit.
That's
So,
It's inappropriate.
But explain to everybody, like a juggalo that's like, this is gonna be my first one. I can't wait. It's like you don't have to be like we've become accustomed to like not being there every fucking night. You know what I'm saying? Like you can miss
What are you
the
talking about?
first day.
No,
like,
you can't. I've never missed any.
No, me
I'm always
neither.
there. I'm always. I mean, I'm
But he
always
said he
there.
was late.
That's okay. There's nothing wrong with being late.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
not
I'm
missing
saying.
much on the first night, especially now that fucking. I hate to say it, but now like Twisted is no longer participating in shit. Even then, though, I don't ever remember anything really cool happening the first night. You know?
Tech 9.
like the second night would be like Riders and Lotus. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tech 9, they would kick it off. As long as you got there by 10.
Who
You're
wants to
good.
see Tech 9 though?
But I'm just saying,
That-
he's the biggest thing of the gathering. He kicks
You're
it
not
off.
missing much.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying.
I thought ABK kicked it off, dude. You're not down. You're not fucking hyped for ABK.
What up, Shannon? Yeah, but it's still
All
daylight when ABK plays.
It's
But
day- yeah,
what
it
would
was-
you
yeah.
for anyone? It's the first time going to the gathering. What are fucking some necessities you absolutely have to fucking bring?
Water.
Underwear.
How
Baby
many
wipes.
pairs? Extra.
Baby
There's
wipes.
no such thing as too many pairs of socks and fucking underwear,
Socks.
yo.
Socks.
Fuck the underwear. I go balls.
Yes.
Like, dude, I'm gonna be the only 30-year-old has balls below his kneecaps. You don't need boxers. Socks. You definitely need socks. And I'm not talking about my homie that's scrubbing off everybody. I'm talking about you need a pair of socks to put on your feet. Because you'll be tripping, and you'll be like, fuck, I'm having a worst trip ever. Put a new pair of socks on, you're like,
You're
that's
good.
Rocking and
Bring
rolling.
two.
This is the best 5 tabs I've ever digested. Goddamn.
The gathering's what? 5 days, something like that.
Something
4
like that.
days. Bring fucking 2 packs of socks.
2
Definitely.
weeks if you go live in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, some people.
Shouts to
like
those
that.
guys. Those are
Speaking-
I was able to do that before I had kids.
I was
the last
speaking-
of the dying breed.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let's say a camelback. You gotta-
Camel bag is very good.
when you're riding out there, it's hot as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Or you
I
can
rocked
mix
the
it with a
camel
drink.
pack the first year, and then I haven't brought it since, but I never put water in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
good.
it's for
That's
beverages.
what I was gonna say. I said if I would rock a camelback, certainly would
It's
fill the
you
wood.
can mix it, but it's also better than pockets. You got the book bag,
Oh,
put your other
fuck
shit
yeah.
in the back.
True.
So
Very
it's
true.
just better to carry shit around.
Very true. Now, Mike,
Fanny pack. Sorry.
Fanny pack.
Mhm.
Very
fanny
nice.
packs are good. Anything you can
Back-
carry your shit in.
Okay.
Well, the backpack. The reason I'm not with the backpack, and I've done it, is because you get all your shit there, you're great, and you have your personal backpack after you get there. But when
Yes.
you're running around and you get in a tight crowd, we're all juggalos, but there's certainly shitheads out there.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
People like to dip their hands in the bag, and I hate rocking the
Yeah, I do
book
the
bag
prego
on
thing.
the front.
I do
So this past year, I only went at half the time, so don't make fun of me.
Why'd you only go half the time? You left early, right?
He's a goddamn
Sorry, we're not going to
responsible
fucking
man.
talk
No,
about it,
it
but
wasn't responsive.
It's okay. It's fuck him.
What happens when you bring somebody that's not a juggalo?
Listen, guys.
and then they Did not. They were pregnant.
Okay.
I give them that. They were pregnant.
Talk about that though. How do you?
I don't want to talk about it.
No. But you have people that aren't juggalos. You have your homies. Like, there's people that go there that don't leave there together. Like, that shit's like there's drama.
People get left. Yeah, people get left.
Oh yeah, like people get left.
NMP dog, not my problem. My shit's fucking. My shit's tight, yo. I know how I'm getting there. I know how I'm getting the fuck home.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
But speaking of, I know you had just mentioned people like to camp out in the parking lot for like 2 weeks.
Crazy.
Speaking of the parking lot, after you figure out how you're getting there, and who you're getting there with, and what you're bringing, and all that shit, how much, if you're bringing money, you're bringing food, you're bringing clothes, it comes down to the parking lot. The parking lot is a whole nother monster. That's like the gathering before the gathering. For me personally, that's like my favorite part of the gathering is the fucking parking lot, yo. I always get there at least 2 days in advance. Any more than that, I think you're fucking really, you're a psychopath. But what can you expect in the fucking parking lot? And what do you boys expect in the parking lot? What do you do in the parking lot?
Fucking, like you said, it's the gathering before the gathering. If you were there any more than 3 days, like any longer, you'd be fucking dead because he goes hard. Like, he goes hard soon as he touches the ground.
I bust my nut as soon as I get in the parking lot.
That's just because you can pre-ejaculate.
Yeah.
Nothing else to do that. But I'm all for the parking lot party. One of my favorite times is the parking lot party. And when you say, what do you do? What else is there to do? In a bunch of fucking parking lot with a bunch of juggalos. You do a bunch of drugs.
Yeah.
And you fucking around. And you fuck around a bunch of people. Yeah, and you find the people who have the best drugs.
The real drugs.
The ones who aren't announcing it with a fucking billboard taped to them. Alright? It's the people that are going, yo bro, just let you know I got some E. Like,
triple
sure, let me check it out. Then you take one, and he's like, I don't want to put all my money in one pot. Then you're like, where the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, where'd that guy
spent
go?
the whole gathering looking for the one fucking hippie in a tie-dye shirt, like, he's got the best E.
By day one, you have a headache because your brain's just falling apart.
Oh, no, by day two, it brings it right back together. I get to, like, a gathering, like, aura. Like, dude, I swear, I go, like, super sane when I get to gathering mode. Like, I'm literally, I'm like, man, it's like, you need your boxes. Like, fuck my boxes, my balls are hanging down. Ah!
See, my problem is I think I'm a Super Saiyan during the gathering, and then, like, once it's time to go into the gathering from the parking lot, Jess is like, you good to drive? I'm like, yeah! You know?
I don't know where I am right now.
The parking lot's been a lot, ever since fucking we left Hog Rock. Hog Rock had the best parking lot parties, dude. I remember my first gathering was at Hog Rock 2012, and I remember
that was the last one.
Nah, 13 was the last one at Hog Rock. The year I met Jessica. But we'll talk about that. But I remember we got there like 3 days early or some shit. And I remember waking up in the parking lot and it sounded like fucking World War III was happening. Crazy because fucking the fireworks and shit. And there were fireworks at Legend Valley, but not so much in the parking lot because the fucking neighbors had horses and if they would take them away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the parking lot's just. I should probably start calm down in the fucking parking lot a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, a whole week.
That's because you're getting old, bro.
Not only that, but like there are no vendors or anything in the parking lot, so it's like as far as food, like at least like the Legend Valley and shit, the place we've been recently, we're close to civilization. You can go to the fucking gas station across the street, drive down the street to the fucking Walmart or whatever.
See, that pisses me off.
It is. Dude, like I said, Hog Rock was the fucking best.
Yeah.
Dude. You couldn't go if you want to go somewhere. You're going to be an hour.
Yeah,
at least.
Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many people get there and they go, oh, let's take a Walmart run. I'm like, fuck that. Oh, I need to take my shit. I'm taking my shit in that nice wooden fucking outhouse, and I'm going back to the gathering.
That's it.
I am not leaving.
That's it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm all for Cave and Rock. I wish we could get that back. That is the best place I've ever been at.
Now, what's your
guys.
As far as what's going to be your strategy in the parking lot? Are you going to park where they tell you to park, or is there a specific spot? Say you've been there before. Is there a certain spot you'd like to try and get so that you can
during the parking lot party, you should move every day.
Yeah,
that's your.
I don't ever drive, but yeah, I'd move every day.
Well, they normally move you every day.
No, but I'm saying you're that one driver's like, oh, nobody's moving. Where you go? And you just get, get a couple extra spaces higher.
Exactly.
Get an extra couple spaces higher.
They're like, yo, you can't. All my boys, like all the scrubs are right there. Like you're right there. I'm not going over there. They're like, no, you gotta go. No, I'm going with the fucking scrubs. What the fuck are you talking about?
I will say, first year again, 2012, Hog Rock. They opened up the gates a day early to let everybody in. Yeah. And yo, it was my first year there. I had my fucking truck and the camper on the back, and it was a mad dash. And when I say, dude, we fucking probably got in 10 minutes, and we were close to the back. I fucking cut so many fucking people off because they didn't want to get. Because at that time I had a fucking big ass truck and a camper on the back, just cutting people off, yo. Literally.
Man.
Now
it was great.
I believe that's the year because I believe that they were like moving people and then they stopped. Right? They stopped, and then I just screamed, "Yo, we're moving!" And dude, everybody just starts going to the gates, and they weren't even open.
Yeah.
Like I'm just screaming shit, and then they're not even open. And Toot's like, "Yo, this is great! Look at all." I'm like, "I don't know why you're happy. We're stuck in traffic now."
Oh my
like,
God.
we were perfectly in great line until I opened my fucking big mouth, and now we got to sit in front of about 50 people because they all just jet to the
Oh,
front.
fuck. I'm sorry. But, speaking of, dude, once again, first gathering, yo, we get out, and this dude just got fucking paid. And we get out. Now, keep in mind, as soon as we get out of the car, we start slugging liquor and beer. And then this dude's like, I just got paid. I'm buying the first round of drugs. Yo.
I just thought of that too.
Do you want to go ahead?
Well, it did come to mind. I was trying to think of like what's the best event, what's the best story. And not to jump ahead, that was when it came to mind.
You got this.
So, yeah, I was like, I'm about it. I'm going to find the first thing. And we see this guy walking up to us. We were in line, walking up to us with a gasoline can. And he has a rag in his hand. He has a rag in his hand. And he comes up to us and he's like, "Does one of you guys want to do some ether?" And then he hits us. We kind of like look at each other like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, let's do this." And then I guess he was trying to tell us he's the only one. It's either me or nobody is what his little catchphrase was with the ether. If you wanted him or not. And of course, he takes the rag.
Not like there's a lot of people walking to the gathering selling ether.
It's either he did or no one. So then he shows us how he does it. He does it. He takes it, puts it in.
Fucking dies.
It was a little more aggressive than that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he's
the guy put it up to his face, was like,
dies in front of you. Just take the.
Well,
no, dude. I did
pass
fucking
it around the house.
Pass it around, dude. Same rag. I did one rag and I had to walk away and get my shit together. Dude, it was fucking no joke.
I remember him walking down the hill. And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck do you have?" He's like, "I got some ether. You want some?" I'm like, "Nah, you keep walking, bro."
Yeah, bro, that was like my first gathering.
I remember that shit, dude. I remember him walking.
Savage.
It was a
so
fucking red,
savage.
like a regular red one, and he had the fucking
my
white
God.
rag sitting right over.
Yep.
Dude, I remember
He was ready to rock and roll.
Dude,
He was ready to go.
My first gathering, 2009, we get there, and 2009, Hog Rock, there was, we get there, it's starting to storm, right? We do drugs, we meet new juggalos and all, whoop whoop, all that shit, right? Then all of a sudden there's like 6 funnel clouds, and I'm like, dude, I'm exhausted. We just drove 18 hours, like I'm fucking going to sleep, you know what I mean? Someone got lost. So I go to sleep, and there's like tornadoes, so I'm like, fuck it, I come to peace that like I'm about to die before my first gathering. I'm like, oh, at least I made it here, you know? I wake up to, yo, is that D-Star! Wake up! It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer! And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, the last I saw was tornadoes coming to me. Now the fucking thing's shaking. It's my boy Dougie, Rich Boy. Shout out to Rich Boy. He found Christ. Good for you. But all of a sudden he's like,
Glad he's doing
what
well.
are you sleeping for? Let's go. And then, so I got there, did drugs, made friends, went to sleep during a tornado, got woken up, did drugs, made friends, and that was my parking lot party experience.
Parking lot's
Was that
fucking
2012?
lit,
2009.
That's nice.
Yeah.
dude. Parking lot's lit, especially when you run into I love just seeing everybody in the parking lot. People we haven't seen in a minute. I remember this one time in the parking lot. I don't want to go too in depth with what was going on, but my one boy was just like, you can't meet this guy. And I was like, what the fuck you mean I can't meet him? And then, like, finally we find this guy. He was selling us drugs. But my boy was being real shady about, he don't want nobody to deal with him but me. And then finally I meet this guy, and this guy's like, I go to his campsite, and he's fucking underneath a towel and just fucking doing stuff. And I start talking, and all I hear from underneath the towel is, "Hater?
Oh,
Is that you?"
Oh, no.
It was my boy. So, yeah.
What was he doing? Banging something out?
I don't know what he was doing.
Chopping up
It's
some
not important what he was doing.
What's the point?
He's topping himself off.
It was just a funny
It's like,
story.
"Hey,
Either way. So,
See,
yeah.
and now you guys can see how long the parking lot party can
Lasts.
really take.
Yes,
'Cause
exactly.
It is its own mini gathering. It is. But you need to be prepared, so don't be that one asshole that drinks all the water, does all their drugs, spends all their money, and you haven't even gotten to the gathering yet.
Yes.
Because the best thing about the gathering, when you first walk in, is all the shit that you get to buy, but you never get to afford it because you spend all your money on drugs.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. I don't go to the gathering and plan on buying anything but drugs.
I'm not.
Yeah.
All the shit that people sell. I mean, yeah, obviously I'm getting.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
also
that's
true.
the dopest shit.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about merch. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
talking
you
about
buy a fucking burrito from Burrito Man. I'll
art
buy
shit.
one. I'll buy one.
That family made shit is the best shit you'll
Yeah,
find at
best
the
shit,
gathering.
dude. I got dope pins.
That fucking goddamn Gathering of the Juggalos banner.
There it is.
Just bought that for me at Whoopstock, dude.
Whoop,
In the
whoop.
parking lot.
There it
I don't know
is.
who made it. If you know who made it, shout them out.
Shout it out.
Yeah.
If you want us, you can send another one. We'll feature on our next podcast.
All right, so down to the park. You're done with the parking lot party. They fucking open the gates. Whether it's fucking, they always either open them early or fucking late.
Yeah.
They're never on fucking time.
People get mad.
Just like the Ugly Juggalos podcast.
Right. What are you guys doing, man? How you getting in? Did you pay did you buy your ticket?
Oh,
Are you
no.
sneaking in?
I'm ducking out. I'm ducking into like a trunk or something. In 2017, you had a camper, and Joe and I
Didn't you end up getting out?
No. I was in there. I was sleeping. I think Jess was like, "Yo, go in bed and go to sleep." And I was like, "All right, fuck it." And then Joanna's like, "Ah!" She freaks out, goes into the bathroom. You fucking whip the shit. Like he says, when that gate opens, he had a truck with a camper on it.
Fuck it, yo.
He don't give a motherfuck, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm bouncing up and down and shit. I'm like, like I'll fucking just pay for it.
I rear-ended somebody last year.
Crazy,
He's
bro.
like, I didn't put any quarters in. Why is the bed moving?
I'm like, holy fuck. But yeah, you just sneak in. Or the best was last gathering. We go there. I got my boy pajamas. Thank you. He gave me a fucking shitty but cool wristlet. Okay, it was a bracelet, right? Said the fucking gathering on it. Didn't look anything like the real one. But thanks, PJ. You the man.
From far away, dude.
Oh, dude. So I put like 5.
It was the same colors, right?
Shout out to barely. Shout out to Fago Gang because I had like 5 Fago Gang bracelets, like the rubber ones, and it was like in between them. We go, and I was like, "Fuck, I should get in the trunk." And then all of a sudden, I see you guys, and I'm like, "Yo, we're going." I'm like, "Where do I go? Do I sneak in with him?" And she's like, "Get in," because we're like 5 cars. We're like at the top of the line. So I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm going." So we go in there, sneak up there, and people that are just walking in, hey, waving their wrists, and they're getting in. I'm like, I could have walked. What the fuck? You could have just walked in like that.
You overthought the shit.
Bro, I did. So I'm sitting there shitting my pants because I'm like, oh my god, I just got paid today. I was waiting for the ATMs and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my god, I might have to pay for a ticket. I fucking go, and the girl goes, all right, wristbands, leans in on my side. Joe goes here. I go here. She goes, what's that? And I go, oh my god. And me and Joe look at each other, and my stomach goes, "Rrr," and I'm like, oh fuck. And I go, isn't it this one? And she goes, yep, that is. Have
Nice.
fun. We drive. I go. Joanna, gravel road. Joanna goes in there, right? We're fucking peeling out and shit, rocks everywhere. All of a sudden, we start hearing screaming, yo, stop! And I'm like, oh my god, they caught me. Here I go. I gotta pay for a ticket. It's the end of the world. You know what I mean? So I spent
$170.
Fuck. No, but you know what? Online, it was 170. Like with
Yeah, they
tax
fucking
and shit.
they hit you.
At
on
the
a fucking
gathering, it was
date.
like 210.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm definitely not buying that. And then I said, yo, if I get caught here, Les Legs, our boy, had like a golf cart. He was like, I'll get you in. Just gotta give me drugs. I was like, all right, I got you. But also, so I already had a plan B. But I was like, fuck, now I'm gonna be lost. You know what I mean? Because it's big as shit. But the guy comes up, he goes, oh, I'm like, here it goes. And he reaches in and he goes, sorry, dear, you don't have your car pass on. Let me put that on for you. I'm like, oh my fucking god. And that's how
I rear-ended
snuck in.
somebody last year on the way
That
in.
sucks, dude.
Jess
It was
is
crazy.
normally in the fucking car with me, yo, but this last year, I don't know, maybe I made her mad. I was a little fucking out of hand,
He
but
was.
she's
Oh,
like, I'm gonna
nice.
ride with fucking Mego, and I'm like, whatever, man. And fucking, so you know, the gates are open, and I'm fucking cruising, yo.
You're there.
Windows down, radio's loud, and I'm under the influence, and this dude fucking stopped in front of me, and I rear-ended him.
Ram.
I didn't ram into him, but I was like, I was to the point where I was like, nah, maybe that didn't just happen. And then he didn't get out of the car and say shit, so we just kept going to the spot, yo. And then like we got to our spot, I got the camera park and everything, and this dude walks up to me, he's like, yo, can I have your insurance information? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, yeah, you rear-ended me. I'm like, I ain't rear-ended fucking nobody. You can get the fuck out of my face. And then Jess
Did
was
you really
like,
say that?
yeah, Jess swear to God, yeah, swear to God.
You never know. He said that.
Jess was like, all right, calm the fuck down. Did you rear-end him? And I was like, yeah, I rear-ended him. And she's like, give me the fucking information. Yeah, well.
You should have said it. You didn't report it at the time of the accident. I'm sorry, sir.
Hey, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
once
on
you
drugs.
drive
Why
off,
would he not
you're
say
good.
anything when it first happened? I guess
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
are moving. I guess
I don't
just-
know, man. He's like, I'm having trouble opening my trunk over.
How
here.
much
Like, it's not my
damage?
Fucking,
Yeah,
I
so-
didn't, dude. I don't know.
I'm on drugs.
I shouldn't have been driving.
Every single time
But then
you've
again,
done
but
that,
it's also, you guys also have to keep in mind, I do not condone drunk driving or driving under the influence at all.
No.
But once you
There's
get into the parking lot,
tiny period you can do it.
you're no longer on public roads. You're no longer any of this shit. And the worst that's going to happen is I'm going to hurt another fucking juggalo.
That's
All right,
it.
so
Fuck it.
yeah.
But yeah.
Were you
No.
on mushrooms at this point?
No, I don't want to talk
Probably.
about
He goes on ether and drunk.
Yeah.
I was probably on acid and I was definitely
Yeah,
drunk.
definitely.
But no, see, my thing is, if you bring a fucking car to the gathering and you bring it into the gathering grounds, you have no grounds of saying anything. I mean, somebody could shit on your fucking windshield.
You guys got
and
house
You gotta
paint.
just be like, well, I brought like, you know, people that go to Disney, they do that fucking drive-through. I don't know if they still have it. I
The
heard they-
safari?
Safari, yeah.
And then like they tell me the monkeys are ripping shit
Yeah,
off and
you're
throwing
like,
shit
hey,
at their car.
that's the
Oh,
gathering.
what the fuck do you expect? It's like driving through the monkey exhibit,
That's
all right?
it.
When there's somebody jumping on your car and ripping off your windshield wipers and fucking jamming shit up your own head. I'm sorry, that's the
It's
gathering.
usually him and his brothers.
You got house paint on my old truck at the gathering. You guys were fucking running around throwing paint balloons at each other. Luckily, it was red and my truck was red, so I didn't give a fuck. Me, you guys got house paint on my fucking truck. Yeah,
Christ.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't
Dude.
remember.
I almost got kicked out.
Kicked it.
No, I forget what year it was, yo. I think it was like the second year in Legend Valley. It was 2015, I think. So the gates open. Fucking floodgates open. We already had our plan. Like we this was our second year there.
That's it.
We already knew where we were fucking camping. We were fucking all camping together. So
With the scrubs.
gates open. No.
This was with
This
Donnie?
was this
I mean,
no.
Dan?
Yeah, this was when we all no. Yeah, when we had Tarp City. When it was like my campsite and Dan's campsite and it was connected, it went from one
Scrub
road to the
ballers?
other road. Yeah.
Scrub
So
balls.
So the gates open, I'm fucking going. I'm not even on the road anymore. I hop off the road, I'm going through the field at this fucking point, okay? And fucking there are people in golf carts going like this, and I'm like, no, fuck you, yelling out the window, I'm going where I'm
You got something
going.
on the hitch?
Yeah, I got a camper on. Yeah, and then next thing I know, this guy comes up on his golf cart and he's mad, yo. Well, it's fucking Billy Bill.
Oh,
And he's like, he is not having any of my fucking shit. And then Chrissy's in the truck behind me, and Chrissy gets out of the fucking truck, and she's been to every fucking gathering, and she has her chain on with every amulet, and she goes, is there anything I can do to rectify the situation? And he was just like, park where you want and get him under fucking control. And that was it.
Shouts to Chrissy.
Shout out to Chrissy, yo.
You're the best.
If it wasn't for fucking
Thank you,
Chrissy,
Chrissy, Kev.
yo, if it wasn't for Chrissy, Billy Bill was telling me to fucking turn
Oh,
around
yeah.
and get the fuck out of it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, I'm sorry. I got kicked out of the gathering before, and they go, sir, you know, you can't be in here, you don't have a wristband and all this. I
Fucking
said,
lost it.
all right, I understand. That's what I told him. I said, yo, I fucking lost it in yesterday's pit. What are you talking about? They're like,
We
and
didn't
I
have
say,
a fit.
and then you go, no, they go, oh, well, all the people breaking in, they're breaking property to get in. I say, okay, I understand. But you got a bunch of fucking juggalos in the middle of nowhere. Where the fuck are they going? They made it here. I'm sorry to say, you just gotta let them in. That's it. That's it. It's either you let them in or they're gonna break shit to get in. So you might as well just let them in
Well, yeah.
and make it just easier. Because I told them, I said, dude, you're gonna kick me out. Where am I gonna go? Go to the fucking.
I'm
gonna go to the road. Am I going to the local motel? Is that where you think I'm gonna spend my fucking extra 4 days that I took off work for? No. I'm gonna come right back and I'm gonna cut your fucking fence and walk my ass in.
Make
But
more
dude,
than-
you know those ninjas that like walk around the fucking parking lot like, yo, you can kick me in the nuts for $1.
Yeah.
I'm saving up for my ticket. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Kicked in the dick for
Yeah,
fucking
kick me in the dick for
200
$1.
times.
Hey, I mean, hey, dudes can do that. Girls go around like, yo, I'll let you blow
Yeah.
a load in my mouth and you just give me like.
Put barbecue
60
sauce in my
bucks.
asshole. What?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't
That was
ass.
me.
That wasn't ass.
Yeah, they didn't ask for that.
That was because
No, they didn't.
a 13-year-old boy saw a grown woman's asshole and was not clean.
Also, if it's your first gathering, the parking lot's a good place to offload your product. Whatever. If you brought anything to hustle,
You
parking
can-
lot's a good place to do it, yo.
And like I said, everybody's got their money.
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
That's why I normally hustle contacts at the gathering. I try and sell all my shit before I even get inside.
I see you guys.
Yeah, man. I hustle fucking contacts. Abby hustles paintings.
So where do you set that up? Like after you're in now, where do you set up? What's your strategy? If you have shit to sell, like you have product.
Shit to sell? Are you talking about like how do I sell my shit
Yeah,
inside?
but like, yeah, exactly.
I walk around with a fucking megaphone and yell at people.
Oh, okay.
Buy my shit! You know?
Jesus Christ. Yes.
I got contacts for sale. You want to look like Twisted? I'm the guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nobody likes Twisted.
Oh, say it again.
I said nobody likes Twisted.
So that's how I sell my shit. It seems to always really work for me. If I have a golf cart, it's even better. Les will let me use his golf cart every now and again. I'll fucking drive that around.
So you're inside. What is... We camp with the scrubs, right? We all camp together sometimes.
No.
Not all the time?
Sometimes. Dude, I never...
What's your best place to set up?
I always camp...
Scrubs.
Other than last year, I always camp ballers. Last year was the first time I didn't camp ballers.
Right, but...
Was there a Ballers last year?
I think there was like a Ballers Row or something with like electricity.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
But it was kind of similar to Hog Rock, where it was in the front. There was no shade. That's the only bad thing I gotta say about Hog Rock is the Ballers was all the way in the front. By the you drove through Ballers to get into fucking Hog Rock. It wasn't the best location, but I mean it wasn't a far walk from main stage. You know what I'm saying?
You could spit on fucking people at main
but
stage.
like on Hog Rock, I like the hill. Like just get up the hill and camp right there. I love that spot, bro. So like every hill that's in every place,
The
I would
scrub
rather
hill.
do that.
Well, we camped on the hill last year at fucking Indiana.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
that was the first time I didn't do ballers. And now, so that was the first. So every year I've been ballers. I've always fucked with the scrubs. We've always been fucking homies.
Right,
but
right.
I never camped with them. But until Oklahoma, all the scrubs were ballers. Those are me and you fucking met.
Yeah.
And then we didn't do that.
Oh yeah, we were. We did. That was what they had the lake, right? That's what
Yeah.
they had
We
the
were
lake
right on the lake.
I did not like that guy.
That gathering sucked.
I did not like.
Yeah.
I like
we were so far off the road. I'm like, what is missing? I hit like the third day, and I'm like, I haven't fucked with 600 people yet because we're all the way back here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only road we had was like a grass path.
Yeah, I did not. I was not happy.
That
with
wasn't a cool gathering.
It was still a gathering. I still loved it. I'm sorry that
Right.
this gathering's not.
That's the
happening.
only one that that's the only one I missed.
You know what, dude? I mean, even Psychopathic was like, yeah, that gathering sucked.
Hated
But
that.
the only people that are like, man, fuck you, are the people that live in Oklahoma. It's not my fault you live in a fucking shitty state, you fucking
Hated
piece of
Oklahoma.
shit.
Do you know, I got off
Yeah.
the plane in Oklahoma, since we're talking about Oklahoma. I got off the plane with Amanda. Amanda, shout out to you. She gave me 2 beautiful children. The Uber driver, she's like, yeah, they sent out a news press
About?
release. Uber and the local news about how you juggalos are coming through.
Oh,
And I'm like, what'd they say? So you guys are a bunch of crazy motherfuckers that do drugs and stay out of their way.
Yeah, they're right.
I'm like, what are you talking about? We're nice freaking people. Dude, did you know? I'm like, wow, we're great. You know, it's all about love. And,
Look
you know,
at me.
You should enjoy me. Yeah, I look like a 13-year-old, so I'm super innocent, you know.
Her eyes are saucers.
No, not yet. As soon as I get to, like, you see the gathering, I'm like, oh, yeah, show me your fucking colon, bitch.
Fuck yeah. Uber driver's like, what?
Yeah, that's what she's like. She's like, they're a bunch of fucking psychos. Get the fuck out of my car.
Fuck yeah.
Like, the first Uber driver didn't pick me up. He just, never showed up. I'm waiting at the front. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, a lot of
Never
that.
happened before.
She's like, yeah, you guys you scare a lot of people in this town. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why the hell are you even here? It's like the military. I'm like, sounds about right.
Right.
Sounds about right.
Fuck
But
yeah.
dude, as soon as I saw the gathering grounds, like, it just
Yeah.
overflowed.
You
I'm,
feel
like,
it.
I'm sitting there like, oh man, bend the fuck over. Let me smack your asshole. she's like, send me the fuck home.
Well, that brings me to my next question: is what is your living situation at the gathering? Are you camping ballers? Who's sleeping in a tent? Who's sleeping in a car? You know what? I fucking
Tent.
love yo. Yo, remember
Keeping that pinky high.
fuck, what was that dude's name, yo? It was in a Hog Rock the one year, and he just slept on top of the cardboard box.
I don't remember.
And in between our site and the people next to his site, we didn't know. We just met him this fucking year, and like he was this happy little fucking. He was always drunk.
Eric was his name. He had 4 locos. Is that what that guy?
Yeah, I think so. He like Cali tattooed on his arm or
It
something.
was a 4 loco can.
Was that what it was?
my
Yeah.
God.
He was fucking. He was always happy. He was
Locos.
always smiling, and then like he was either up or he was sleeping on top of the cardboard
Just like
box.
belligerently blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Just over the top.
Sounds like
What gathering was that?
That was Hog Rock. No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. That was Legend Valley. It was.
Okay, never
That
mind.
was.
No.
That
It
was
was like
that was
2 years ago.
2018. It was right before last year.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. No, because at Hog Rock the last
I wish I
year,
knew his
there
name.
was some dude that camped out in front of
Give him a
Scrub
shout out.
site. I don't know if anybody remembers.
Easy?
What? His name?
His name was Eric. I think we ended up finding him. It might
How
have
the
been.
fuck do you remember him? Maya's fucking like.
He hung out with it.
I hung out with him
the whole gathering.
Oh, he was like my
That's-
the tag along. He would always follow me around.
I think it was easy.
It might have been easy because he was just drinking, drunk all the
Easy
time.
Eric,
He was
what's
cool,
up,
man.
dude? Shout out to you.
Boofio's like, yo, shove this fucking beer bottle up your ass.
Fuck yeah, Boofio.
Dude, the same year, the people we're camped next to, they had a fucking beautiful RV. I don't know if they rented or what, but and then this dude was telling us about like this was his second year, and he was cool, but you were kind of like, dude, this dude's gonna be fucking square, you know what I mean? And then like it's getting pretty late. Like it's our first night, nothing's going on. They're just letting us in because they always let ballers in a day early. And this dude comes out, yeah. This dude comes out with a fucking plate with just fucking rails on it, yo. We're like, yeah, we're gonna get along pretty good with these fucking people. Needless to say, I didn't sleep till the second day.
Yeah, wait. Did this guy have he was in a truck? Like a fucking...
RE.
Oh, no, never mind. He wasn't pulled... There's a dude, I think it was 2012, all he did was sit in his truck and blow lines. The whole fucking gathering.
That's it.
Dude, I remember he parks like right in front of our site, and then his girl gets mad. He's like, "Oh, my boyfriend's
savage.
away with some dude." I'm like, "I've seen you guys the past 2.5 days just sit in your truck."
That's it.
She's like, "Yeah, we're doing coke." I'm like, "Well, it sounds like shitty coke," because I don't know about you. When I do coke, I'm ripping my clothes off and like, "What the fuck did I just do?"
Dude, sometimes
Coke didn't become like a gathering drug
until
like
you came.
It felt like
Who the fuck does coke at the gathering, dude? I got
No.
so much fucking energy as is. Like, if I do coke, it's bringing me down.
it felt like Oklahoma
Yeah,
was
it
like
was.
really Oklahoma is when it really fucking became like a thing. 'Cause I never did
Dude,
coke at
guys
the
were
gathering
going
before
around with-
Oklahoma.
And
With
what's that group that sells drugs? Fuck, what's their names? All they do is just sell drugs at the gathering.
I also haven't seen that. Oh,
516 or something like that.
216 Cleveland, the Cleveland
I don't
Juggalos.
know.
516 New York.
Somebody.
No, the Cleveland Juggalos. They do a lot of them do sell drugs, but there's also they are Juggalos.
Yeah, they
They're
are
not-
drugs.
they're
But I'm
not
just saying,
there
they
to
just
sell
go,
drugs.
they go, they predominantly sell drugs. This dude pulls out I thought it was crack rock.
I've never
He's like,
seen
"Oh, it's
that.
some coke." I'm like, no.
I haven't seen that since we left Hog Rock though, because there was a lot
No,
of people at Hog Rock that
no.
were just there to sell fucking drugs,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, that was drug bridge.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Dude,
like,
even not even on the drug bridge. There was our main spot where we would stop and get our shit was on the way to fucking main stage. That's where this dude was like, "You guys want to do some fucking acid?" And we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got liquid." Or no, we were talking. You and John were talking about getting acid, and this guy's like, "I got liquid," and they were like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Yeah," and he told him to get down on his knee, and he did. A stranger.
Seems legit.
And this guy fucking shot liquid acid up his nose, and I lost him 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
I came
Sounds
back.
like-
I came
sounds
back
like
like,
some good acid, dude.
it was nighttime. He told me after I did it. He had like a hoodie, so it came out of his hoodie like a wizard. Like, "Ooh, I got you."
Oh my
And he
God.
blopped it up my nose, and I stood up and he goes, you see the Ferris wheel? You will not be able to walk to that Ferris wheel before this totally kicks in. So we start walking, and then in my mind, a sandstorm kicks in, and there's all this sand, and I can't see anything, and like the wind is so heavy, and I'm like, "Oh my God, where's everybody at?" And then my vision is starting to glow, and then time frames, like I end up in a Lotus set in the middle of the woods where
Yo,
a crystal drops down.
Lotus
out of the
didn't
sky.
play that fucking night.
I was there. I saw.
Swear to God, dude. Lotus
I
played
was dancing with
Lotus
them.
played the night before. He
Yo,
showed
I
he showed up at the campsite like fucking 6 hours later, and we're like, "Are you good?" He had shit all over him, like he had.
I was a bad scenario.
No,
Like,
like you.
Covered in
We could
dirt.
tell.
I had
We could tell he had been back to the campsite because some of his belongings were there, and we're like, "Oh, all right, so he's alive."
Yeah,
and then he
he's good.
shows back up. He's soaked. He spilled shit all over him, and then he's like, "Man, that Lotus set was crazy." And we were like, "Bro, that was last night."
Oh my
I was
God.
talking
I
about?
remember their
That
dance
sounds
moves. I
like-
remember doing this thing,
Oh
like
my
the
God.
choreography
you know,
was
he
with
just
it.
stood in front of somebody's campsite, just like,
yeah. And they're
I
like,
was
what
not.
the- what the fuck?
Yeah, that was fucking. It was
Yo,
really gnarly.
That sounds like the 2009
Yo.
Triple Stack Blue
yeah, that
Monkeys.
sounds awesome.
I could point out to you the Juggalo. Like I've seen him every year at the
Yeah,
gathering.
fuck
I could point out to you.
Yeah.
He didn't have it actually that last couple times, but that was incredible. It burned my nose for like a week.
The first time I ever did acid, man, I was, I think, 18 or 19, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start doing drugs now because I'm old enough." So, you know, I go to my brother, I'm like, "Oh, you got," he's like, "Here, don't take these big ones, only take one of the little ones. There's 5 total, 2 big ones, 3 little ones. Like, all right, I take 1 big one. Not even 5 minutes later, I'm like, I don't feel shit. Let me take another one. Dude, I'm 2 tabs in, I remember in the middle of a Twisted set. Fuck you, Twisted, for leaving. Dude, I just remember when they had the Twisted sign with the pot leaf on stage with them, and it was like a light?
Yeah.
Dude, I just remember watching it. Yeah. I get in the pit, in the middle of the pit, I just...
Oh, no.
And that's all I remember the whole... So I must have moved out of the pit, because I just remember staring at it the entire set. Floating. And then, I'm like, all right, walking back up, I'm starting to realize what reality is. I'm like, oh... Let me take a couple more tabs.
Oh, no.
So let's just say within the next 15 minutes, 3 more tabs in my mouth. And as I'm chewing on, I'm like, maybe I should take my mouth. Fuck it, too late now. I'm tripping balls again. And then I'm at the site with all the older homies, and they're like, dude, hey, I think he's freaking out. I think he took too much. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know what they're talking about, but it sounds like some kid's freaking the fuck out.
His brother comes back like, you took my shit!
My brother's like, he's like, you took all of it? I'm like, well, what'd you give me? He's like 5 tabs? I'm like, I guess I took all.
Oh my God.
I'm sitting down with UG and Danielle, and they're like trying to count with me. I'm like, 2 big ones, 3 little ones. What is that, 5? I think 5.
Bro, this motherfucker's like, Mike, here you go. I get a little dinky sliver, and I share it with Joanna. Here you go. Boom. I'm fucked. I look at him, I said, hey man, how much are you taking? Hater looks at me and goes, and sticks out his tongue, and it's like a fucking sheet of tab. And I go, what? And then as soon as that happened, it was like the effect started happening, and I was like, I'm gonna die off a sliver. You have a whole notebook worth.
No, see, that's what made me take 5. Because I asked people, like, oh, you can't overdose on acid.
Oh,
so I'm thinking in my head,
You can freak the fuck out.
in my head, I'm like, let's break open a fucking ATM and imagine we had that many tabs in receipts. And dude, Blake at the time's like, what the fuck are you talking? He's not on anything. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand. And then I'm walking around and meeting random ass juggalos like, bro, you look so dope. Oh my God, look at your whole getup, bro. Yeah. And they're just like staring at me. All of a sudden, our homies like, dude, you need to go back to the site. Exactly. And I'm like, what are you talking about? My dick's hanging out and shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Dick's out at the gathering.
Completely. No, not even a stiffy. They're just straight fucking turtlenecking it.
Well, that does bring up a good pointer for anyone who hasn't been to the gathering before, or really hasn't experimented with drugs that much before. If you take one and it isn't kicking in,
take the whole thing.
Wait a couple more hours.
Wait a couple more minutes, okay? Yeah. I'm taking shrooms at last gathering, and I'm like, oh, I took these shrooms. I ain't doing shit. Next thing you know, I'm fucking blabbering to Yuji for 2 hours. Like, what didn't you take? I'm like,
bro, I am
tripping. I don't even know I'm fucking tripping. I'm gonna go walk off now.
The one gathering, me and him both thought we were going to die. So we had taken some E. Ooh, and it had been about 45 minutes, and it wasn't kicking in. So we're both like, "Yo, let's go get some more. This shit ain't fucking working, right?"
Peter, pop them
By the end of the fucking night, we both had taken about 5 or 6 fucking
fucking rubbing each other's backs.
No, it's the fucking end of the night, and it was fucking Rehab was playing on second stage, and then Zug Island was closing out the night. And like Rehab was closing out, like, and me and him were sitting in chairs in the back, and we both looked at each other. Because it hit us both at the same time. And we both looked at each other like, are you where I'm at right now? And fucking, he was like, yup. So needless to say, Zug Island ended up playing till like 7 in the morning, dude. The sun was up, yo. But by the end, like, we fucking ended up just going back to the camper and laying down and counting our fucking teeth because there was no way we were going to sleep.
Bro, that brings me to the fucking, so the last gathering had the Suicide Boys, right? And we are big fans of the Suicide Boys.
Not here.
So, well, this jerk off and I
didn't even go.
Suicide Boys
so we go, and he has a whole bunch of drugs. And he's like, he had bought 4 E-pills in this, little cigarette pack
fucking did it.
in the parking lot. But you know what he was doing? He was like, I don't eat them as pills. I like to crush them up, and he crushes them. And there's 4, bro. Yeah, we snort them all the time. Yeah, I know. I have a.
You don't even power shoot it. You snort that shit. That's like somebody goes, yo, I'm gonna snort some Molly rocks. Watch me.
We're sitting there, we're making jokes. We're like, yo, Suicide Boys play like the second day. We're like, after Suicide Boys, me and him are going home. We don't give a fuck about anything else.
I didn't give a fuck about anything before that.
So we fucking go. I take half of a Tekashi 6ix9ine head E-pill, right? I take half, and I'm like, I'm starting to get fucked up. He looks at me and he goes, I think someone came up
Yo,
with a
them
camera.
Donald Trump heads last year were fucking.
Yo.
Dude, he came up. This guy has a
They
camera.
were slow moving.
This guy has a camera,
Power.
and he goes, "Hey, watch this!" And instead of snorting them, he fucking dips the whole fucking bag of ecstasy into his mouth. He starts foaming at the mouth and going, "Well," and he's shaking, and I'm like, I'm already fucked up from this half a pill that I took.
I don't
He had
remember any
4.
of this.
What is-
I go like this. I go, "What the fuck?" And we sit, dude. Within 15 minutes, we're sitting there like this. We ain't going to suicide. Hey man, we fucked up, bro. We ain't going
And
to
I
suicide.
didn't
boys.
go to suicide.
So
Boys.
all of a sudden, Toots shouts to Toots. She goes, "Mikey D, we're going to Suicide Boys. I'm picking you up over." And she did. I remember hearing the song, and then Toots is like, "Come on, you're not missing it." And I go, "Aiden!" Aiden's in his
I was
trailer.
like, "Fuck this shit."
Aiden's in
dude.
the trailer.
No, it's not for nothing. We
I-
tried to get you to go.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I fucked
fucked.
up, dude.
Everybody
I fucked
tried.
up.
That was bad fucking.
But you know what,
whatever the
dude?
fuck
You
it
know
was.
what, though? I'll take that because I know so many people that were like, man, I fucked up and I missed Lotus.
Right.
Fuck that. I'll miss the Suicide Boys over Lotus.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I've actually gotten to the Gathering, like, you know, watched Lotus and sat at a Lotus set for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours after. Yeah, obviously I'm fucked up on
Yeah,
an E
yeah.
or something, but I
Yeah.
mean like that
The whole
feeling
energy.
because like in my growing up, Dark Lotus was my first
That was
enter
the
into
shit.
it, you know,
Yeah.
entering into it, and like, you know, Dark Lotus is Dark Lotus,
The
so
shit, yeah.
you know it's the so like literally anytime there's a Lotus set. At least 30 minutes.
You're there.
I'm sitting afterwards. Like everybody
Oh,
leaves,
okay.
I'm just like hugging the gate. Like,
Reminiscing, like, fuck.
I know, and that's. I fucking hate to say it, dude, but as much as I fucking hate Twisted and everybody on Magic Ninja Entertainment, yo,
Shouts to
the
Twisted.
Gathering's gotten a lot less special since there's
We
no
had
more.
some-
There's no Lotus. There's no Riders.
See,
We
the
only care
Riders
about
upsets me.
ICP.
The Lotus, I understand. The Riders, just
They
fucking
could
get
do
a,
it.
get Mikey D and fucking
And
Hater here to put on fucking some bandanas
It's not
and
the
press
same,
play.
man. It's not the same. They could do it.
Okay, well I'm fucked up at 4 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
it doesn't
looks-
fucking
I don't
matter.
think anybody cares.
Now here's my question to you guys: is when do you try? When's the best time to buy your drugs? And by the way, for anyone listening that hasn't been to the Gathering, if you don't do drugs, you don't
Fucking narc.
you don't have to do them at the Gathering, but it'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Ayo.
Hey, I gotta say, you're right. You bring that back. What do you do after you set up? Because it sounds like the majority of us just straight do drugs.
It depends. There have
What do you
been.
What do you do after you get there? Because I gotta tell you the truth. I don't do drugs like hardcore drugs until the nightfall. Until the nightfall.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
fuck that,
So when I
dude.
first start, I might drink. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
can pop some shit, but I'm saying like getting fucked up.
Well, you
I mean like getting fucked up. Yeah.
you get your shit, you eat your food, and you
Oh,
make
whoa.
sure your tent is set up before you do
That's
anything.
that's right. You gotta make sure you got a
Yeah,
home. You gotta
yeah.
make sure you got a
As-
home.
but as
you
soon
gotta
as
locate
everything-
the toilet.
Once everything's
Yeah.
set up, what's your first move?
Oh, I just run into the
I like
gathering.
to. I like to run.
I just
around,
run
walk
You're
into
not
around.
gonna go shit. You're not gonna.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't shit. No, I shit once at the gathering.
That was a
one
shit
time.
twice.
That's it.
One-
I
I
shit
shit
every
twice.
day, dude.
Twice.
I shit
You're-
every day.
You're eating way too much.
I take too many drugs to not shit, dude.
Yeah.
See, that's my problem. I think I take so many drugs that my body uses
Twice.
all the nutrients out of my
I
food.
guarantee you don't. Listen,
Only
but
time I shit more than once at the gathering is if I drink a lot.
if I go really hard,
I try not to drink at the gathering because I get
there's
get
no
moody,
such thing,
dude.
dude. If I go,
yo. Nugget hated me this gathering. I got drunk off a fucking half a handle of something.
yeah, it's
And
no
I'm
good.
spraying glue.
I mean,
I'm
it's a
thinking
lot
of
of fun.
silly string,
It's a lot
and
of
I'm
fun.
spraying glue
Spraying
on
glue.
everybody. Yeah.
He
So
called it
I
a
say,
silly
like,
string.
at the gathering, I like the reason I really, really like the gathering is I meet a bunch of fucking homies.
Animals,
Like Eric.
just like you.
Yeah.
Easy.
Exactly. Animals.
Exactly.
Bunch of
Exactly.
animals, just
what,
like
what
us.
I love is that these animals are like Mikey D and like twice the size of me. I'm like, dude, you need to calm your shit
Yeah.
down. I think you need to handle. I'm like, get the fuck out of
Yo,
my face.
Last year's box made this fucking mixture concoction of like fucking
Nasty
whatever that shit is that you put in
Jugga
fucking in old people's food to
Gelatin.
puree it
Gelatin.
and fucking with water, and when it came out of the goddamn squirt gun, it looked like fucking
Jizz.
cum. And not only did it look like cum, but apparently it stained people's clothes.
Bro.
This
Hell
guy?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Because we had a bunch of people come back to the campsite like,
So
you were spraying that
He
shit.
goes, who the fuck had, and he has it in his hand, he goes, and he's fucked up at this point, he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh, you had, like, throw it away. And then I'm like, yo, get out of this face, like, he doesn't mean, like, come the fuck on, guy. Change your fucking
See,
shirt.
That's the gathering for you. In 3 words: drugs, fun, clowning.
But those were obviously because some people go to the gathering and like that's their fucking release, and they go there to buy merch and to fucking see the clowns and shit. We don't necessarily go there. Like I don't buy merch at the gathering. I can't tell you the last time I bought merch at the gathering unless it's fucking homie made shit.
Yeah.
I buy Clownvis's stuff.
I bought ABK shit.
Shout out to Clownvis.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I bought Esham shit last year, but I also took a picture
Esham
with my dick out.
Yeah, I was there. I didn't look at it.
Picture.
But
He definitely did just pull his dick. He's like,
But I don't-
can I get a pic?
We don't
Okay.
we don't go to the gathering for that type of shit. I go to the gathering to hang out with the fucking homies and get fucking
Exactly.
really high. So
Yeah. Well, that's the
Okay.
thing. See, but that's what I like about the gatherings, because all the shows you go to, you know, you go to fucking Halloween, but New Year's Eve, and all these other places that take you out of your home state.
Yeah.
Then you go to the gathering, and you're like, yo, Psycho Dan. What's going on?
Insane Eric.
Yeah,
What's
but yeah, it's
going
obviously
on,
some
dude?
name like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm Joker Mike.
everyone's
Joke.
got really,
It doesn't even rhyme. Like, come up with a new name.
everyone does
You're
have
mad.
really
You're
cool names.
Madness Mike or
Yeah,
something. Get the fuck out of
exactly.
here. But that's what I like. That's what I truly. I mean, the gathering. A lot of people. Even my girl myself. She's like, "You guys just do a bunch of drugs." Like, what are you talking about?
Famous.
Yeah, but at the same time, at the gathering,
It's a
that's,
release.
that's our release. That's our time to cut loose. We're not like that all year round.
Exactly.
No,
How many
yeah.
people? How many people that you know that go to work every day, all day? You think they're the most
Yeah.
obscene person, but
What are you
all they
trying
do
to
is fucking drink. They drink non-stop. I mean, drink to where they're slurring on the floor by 8 o'clock at night.
I know a lot of people like that.
I know, but my thing is, you see as juggalos as
And
like
I'm not
that.
one of them.
But typically, we just do all our mess and shit all during one time of the year. The rest of the time,
Well, a couple times.
a couple times.
couple
But I'm talking
times.
about the gatherings, like the mass of it. Like
Yeah.
you get 4
You're living
days
there.
of like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm doing what the fuck I want.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
getting
whatever
it in,
I
for
want.
Sure.
I mean, I've seen some crazy shit at the gathering. Crazy shit.
I've seen some pretty bonkers shit myself.
Bonker shit. That you're like, I don't even want to believe that was true.
But you're gonna I'm sorry to backtrack, but you're gonna when do you just go straight into the gathering?
I set up to be okay. I'll plan it out. All right, we'll go one by one. When I get to the gathering, obviously get to the ground. What's up, everybody? Fucking man, I made it. Then it's all right. That little ecstasy moment. You die down. You set up your tent, right? You set up your tent. You go, all right. This is the toilet, the shower. You know, you in your mind you plan like, all right, I gotta know where the house is. Okay, you get it out. Now I go, all right, got all my shit set. Peace. And I swear, from right then and there, gathering mode. Like, I don't have no plan. I don't take a map around me. I go like
Yeah.
this. Yo, man, who's on right now? I got about 3 hours before I gotta go to the main stage. Cool.
Yeah, see, that's the nice part about getting in with ballers, because a day early I can take a fucking nap, because I just went really hard in the parking lot, yo.
Yeah, well, see, I got kids, and you're gonna soon find out that
Yeah.
you don't got that extra time.
Congratulations to the boy, hater. Let's get it.
Hey, guys.
Hater, you better keep that placenta. I'm just gonna let you
This
know.
episode is gathering and gathering only.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, man.
But it's a girl. Yeah.
All right. Woo, woo. All right, so as far as, like, food at the gathering, yo, what are you guys eating? You guys bringing food?
Bringing food.
Who's your
Fuck
favorite?
no.
Who's your
No, I'm not
favorite?
bringing food anymore.
Who's your favorite vendor at the gathering, yo?
Burrito, man.
Stoner
Really?
Boots.
See, I like burrito, man, but it's not a gathering until
like
I
the
got
chicken
some
on a
crocodile on a stick, yo, or gator on a stick.
What's
the
that?
gator on a stick at the gathering? What do you mean? It's gator on a fucking stick.
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
It's fucking
Never seen
slamming,
it?
bro. And it comes with, like this pineapple sauce, yo. But it gets
I
more
thought
and
it
more
was chicken.
expensive every year. Like the first year I started going, it was like $9 a stick. Now it's then
13.
$10. Now it's up to like $14
oh
a stick, dude.
God.
But yo, it's so good.
Well, I don't know about you. You need to show me, because I've been to 9 gatherings. I'd never had
Gator on a stick.
So-
gator on a stick.
Are you
Really?
fucking serious?
Dude,
Dude, it's so good.
I've had gator when I first moved to North Carolina. The waitress was like, "You guys are from New York? Now I gotta try some gator."
That gator did.
Dude,
And that's the only time I've ever had gator. It tastes like chicken.
Well,
No, yeah, but more rubbery.
No. There's
Dude,
definitely
but
a
yeah,
difference.
that's
but I'm saying
that's
I've
my
had
one thing I have to have from a
At the
vendor
gathering?
at the gathering. I have to have
Rubbery
at least
meat.
one gator on a stick.
Yeah. When I first went to the gathering, I hardly brought money. I'd scrub and, you rely on the Chrissy
know.
and the other people. You make sure you get there. You have a couple dollars to hand out. I didn't even have a tent. So I remember some years, Chrissy wake me up in the middle of the night, like, "Yo, crawl in my tent. Just lay on the floor."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much."
yeah. Shouts to Chris.
But I gotta say, bloomin' onion.
Okay.
At the gathering?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I never find it at the gathering because
Okay.
it's only $5. You get a fucking whole onion.
What is it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So my cheap
What
ass
is
at
it?
like fairs and shit, like bloomin' onion, $5. I got a fucking meal. I'm set.
Bloomin' onion?
Bloomin' onion. Never had a bloomin'
It's
onion?
like when it's like
It's like a deep fried
sliced
fucking
up.
onion.
Yeah.
Like them
Deep
things at
fried onion,
fucking Texas
yeah.
Roadhouse
Well,
that fucking like slice them.
I only had them at
I
fairs.
guess I know. I haven't.
But
So-
the gathering,
I haven't had that.
wise, I never go to vendors. It's usually Burrito Man or
Yeah.
like Dead Body Dan. But I don't go to vendors. Like I'm
See, that's-
Amanda, I will. But
So there's Burrito Man. Shouts to him. Dead Body Cheese.
I will
Steak,
say,
shouts to
Dead
him.
Body cheesesteaks. Yo,
Looks out.
Dead Body fucking. Well, Becky makes the best
The
fucking
best.
breakfast.
The best. Well,
The best breakfast.
and at my first gathering, I was introduced to Stoner Boats, which is just mozzarella cheese fries with fucking
Yeah, they're
cheese steak
good,
on it.
yeah.
Oh my god. So then I brought that home. I worked at a fucking pizza shop and I was making Stoner Boats and customers were like, "What the fuck's that?" I'm like, "It's a Stoner Boat." My boss was like, "What the fuck? Don't say Stoner Boat." And I'm like, "Oh, it's a cheesesteak french fry." Like,
Or you saying it'll work?
yeah, I
Yeah,
was-
you can't do that.
yeah, I know. So,
Why
but
can't
anyway,
you?
we made a whole bunch of them. People loved them. I
But
turned everyone on to them.
That's all I eat at the gathering, pretty much, is vendor food.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we stopped bringing food because it goes
It goes
bad.
bad.
It's fucking ruined,
Yes.
yo. Shit. So shouts out to people like Dead Body Dan and fucking the vendors that fucking bring the and Burrito Man that fucking bring the food and fucking
Yes.
sell it for, especially like people like Dan and Burrito Man that sell it for reasonable fucking prices
yeah.
because the vendors are fucking
Even
out of
Stoner
control,
Boats were
yo.
like $12.
You know, it's-
yeah.
What the
I find it
fuck?
interesting that there's some that come. Teacher goes and tries to eat real healthy. Bring seeds, like bring nuts.
Oh my
like-
gosh.
Teacher?
a teacher?
Teacher,
You know.
The homie.
you know me.
The
from
homie
somewhere. One of the
teacher.
homies.
Well,
Because I eat healthy as shit. I eat nuts and stuff.
He
But
does.
when I go to the gathering, it's straight
Granola.
beanies and weenies, bro. I don't give
Yeah,
a fuck.
no,
I'm
it's-
cooking them out of the can. Like, it's gathering time. Just get your
Wheaties
food in
and
my bag.
weenies?
yeah, eating healthy.
Beans.
is-
I
Also,
was like, what the fuck?
also, shouts out to Juggalo Grill. Have you guys ever had one of the Fago dogs or Fago ham?
No.
No?
Nah.
Dude,
I had
they
Fago
boil-
pancakes.
They boil the fucking ham and the hot dogs in great Fago. It's dude, it's fucking
Wait.
delicious, yo.
Is that the same? Because we made grape
Oh,
hot
yeah.
dogs and threw them at
He did.
Froggy or whatever.
No, we didn't make them.
Oh no, we soaked them.
No, we didn't. 6-1 from Juggalo Grill gave them to us.
That's what that kid.
Yeah, Juggalo
You
Grill.
just
He
And then we
gave
wasted
us-
just
it.
threw all our shit in there.
Yeah, because they were like a day old. So we gave them to us. It's
Shout
like,
out to
here, you guys
6-1.
want one of these hot dogs? We're like, yeah, we'll find something to do with them.
Oh yeah, we threw them at Froggy Fresh, or his name.
Yeah, so shout out to Juggalo
But
Grill.
the Fago
the
pancakes,
local clown crew,
those are
6-1
bomb.
Ben and Breezy. But yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Good shit, man.
Yo, if you want a Fago pancake, we'll send it to you. Send us your address. I'm dead serious.
What about you, Bubs? What's your favorite food? Eat at the gathering.
I'm kind of with Mikey. I'm buying the Gator. Well,
What,
I'm
so
going to
what about
vendors,
you're
but-
not gonna? Because there are some people that just walk around like asking other people for food.
Oh yeah.
No,
Look at me. I'm never asked you for food. dog.
Nah.
No, I
That's
don't.
cool. That's cool if it's the first year. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You do
Yeah,
that,
it's your
even
first
if you
year.
do it once, it's the problem with
Listen, I don't do that
You do
shit.
it to
He's
the
trying to make
same
fun of me.
people. You can't go to the same. Go to
Yeah,
another site.
yeah.
I think I always bring like. I think I still even bring
Personal.
like burger patties.
Yeah,
and
he
just like
brought burger
throw them into
patties.
the gauntlet, and
Yeah.
they just sort of get devoured.
They
I don't
get-
even think I eat them, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you just add to the pot.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's exactly what
Exactly.
everybody should. I'm all for bringing food to the site. We're just so unorganized.
It
That's
gets
the
real.
problem.
yeah,
It
gets so
fucking
fucked
melts.
up.
Yeah.
The ice
Listen,
melts and the
Blake
fall.
fucking-
Yeah.
See, my
Table.
thing
Yeah,
is,
people
I was
flip
pissed.
shit.
I was pissed. This year, I actually bought a fucking crock pot. Like, I'm literally fucking crock. I'm like, dude, I'm plugging this in.
Hell yeah.
Somebody's got power somewhere. I'm gonna fucking make stew brew or some shit brew all day, and then when I'm hungry, I'm just gonna open it
That's
up.
it.
We got fucking food.
Mhm.
And literally,
How'd
I
that
bought
work
it.
out?
Well, see where the fuck we are right now.
Just saying, man.
I'm fucking reminiscing. Shit I didn't even do yet.
Crazy.
No, but that I'm a foodie, dude. I look like I don't eat nothing. I can eat every day. Or
Bro, you look like you're just
all-
eating protein.
all-
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
dude's fucking jacked.
Fuck yeah. Big old dick. I mean, what?
So, yeah, what's your favorite? Everybody, let's go around the table. What was your favorite gathering?
Probably number one.
Let's talk to
2009.
sburcS first.
Yeah, go ahead.
My
Just
favorite
kidding, Mike.
guy-
Go ahead.
So 2009 because at the end of it, like, you know, well, at the beginning I snuck in. Just the trip there, the first time, the nostalgia, that word I can't say.
It's nostalgia.
There,
It's okay.
he got it.
That's right.
And
He'll
anyway,
correct you on photo.
Exactly.
It's not photo.
And anyway,
It's photo.
so I snuck on stage with the clowns, and I thought I was badass because it was like a movie. It was like there was a spotlight backstage, and we had to go from the barricade to the woods to the fucking vans to under the van. We were under the van. Some guy I think Corporal Robinson shouts. Well, anyway,
Corp.
he's
got
taking a
corped.
piss. He's taking a piss next to us. It's like rolling down the hill onto our clothes. We're like, fuck. Wait for him to leave. The fucking spotlight went away, and then we just run on stage. And that was it. My first Fago apocalypse at the first gathering. I was like, I'm the man!
Did you get the hose?
Oh, no, Rudy got the hose.
Yo, fuck that hose!
Dude, I got the hose.
In the face, front row, at fucking Hard Rock. Yeah, Shaggy's a dickhead for that
I was
fucking
gonna
shit.
say, I got
You
given the
thought you were
hose.
Fred Durst.
I got given the hose one time, and I swear I just gave it up. I'm like, I don't want this shit.
No, I didn't. I
Like,
wasn't
that
getting.
shit fucking blows.
Crazy.
I wasn't given the hose. I got the hose to the fucking face, and I retreated. I said, "Fuck it, it's not worth being up here, bro."
That's later in the episode. We'll talk about our worst pain from the gathering, because
We will?
I'm sure we all.
Oh,
got,
yeah.
I'm sure we
I
all
got some.
Yeah, I'm sure we all got
Fucking
stories.
asshole.
What about
Boofio, though,
you?
what's your favorite gathering that you had so far, or to come?
Yeah, yo. So I don't know. It might get backlashes, but I had a fucking blast last year. Like looking back at it, I had a blast last year.
It's my fucking least
made-
favorite gathering, but
It's kind of an
too.
irony because like for you slept a lot. You were
I fucked up
It
a
was
lot.
on
I
last
fucked
year.
up a lot.
I
and
fucked up a lot
I
last
did
year.
sort of the opposite, and I was a lot more
Energized.
more responsible like last year. So I was still eating my acid. I was still doing good, but
You said what about your ass?
I was still eating acid, so I was still doing good. I was still getting
Eating
my-
ass.
Eating
That's
my
the
own
I was
one
eating
ass.
my own ass. And
That's the one thing you don't do at the gathering. Don't eat anybody's butthole, okay?
Fuck that, dude. I eat ass at the gathering, and it fucking worked out in my favor. We'll talk about that later.
I was very present for a lot of the sets that I really wanted to see.
Okay.
So it was so fresh to see.
Like that time you were present for Dark Lotus.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was so fresh to see. Who the fuck was it opened up for Guar? OEO.
The
I
fucking... More stay in the
More stay in the motherfucking time.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
That
seen
set
that
was
shit was
so
dope.
much fun.
That
I was
shit was
beat
dope.
bopping all
Oh,
over
yeah.
the place. And then the irony or the funniness of they're opening up for Guar.
Yeah.
And then
It's
just to
fucking
go
nuts.
and Guar killed it too.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
they were just
That
so
was
much
a dope
fun.
set. That
Hell
was so
yeah.
good.
And then-
I remember talking to Rudy after that, and he was like, "Yo, the clown, like you talk about Shag and Jay, like they didn't think that the Juggles would be down with that." And I told him, "Yes, they will be."
Oh yeah, remember
I'm like,
George
bro, that
Clinton?
shit was dope. That was perfect though, because
Oh,
if
yeah.
you would have done that like 2 days in, everybody been like, "Bro, I'm sorry." Like,
It was
Yeah.
so.
like, that was the
Time.
perfect timing for
Yeah.
that set. I mean,
Definitely.
dude, when he brought out the fucking mirror, he's fucking.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, dude, that's what I'm doing next year.
The
I'm
fucking
bringing a mirror.
dancers and
Everybody's
shit.
gonna think I'm blowing coke, and I'm just combing my hair.
That
Hell
was
yeah.
so great.
That was a
It so
dope
good.
set. One of the
Dude,
best sets at the gathering.
When they bring those oldies back, like fucking, I loved it when they did Parliament Funk.
That was
A lot of
unbelievable.
people hated it. I
Yeah.
fucking love Parliament Funk. I had
Yeah.
a blast at those sets.
Parliament.
MC Hammer did a crazy set too.
I wasn't there here.
What year was he there?
I think 2011.
I wasn't
That
there
would've
here.
been lit.
He did and I'm fucked up, like walking around. I hear it, because I'm a big MC Hammer fan. I'm like, yo, wait, he's doing stop,
Yeah.
Hammer time. And I'm like, no way. And literally at that moment, I just turn and I'm looking. I'm at like the Ferris wheel around that area, and I'm just looking straight at main stage. And I'm like, I'm not gonna walk forward unless he can do it. And he just goes, typewriters right past. I'm like, let's go. I'm by myself. Let's go.
You
Let's
start
go.
doing it?
Dude, yeah. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm doing the way there. I'm like, look at this. I'm like, I should have brought my UFOs. I should have brought my UFOs. But when they bring old artists and they kill it,
Yeah.
and they
Oh,
kill
yeah.
it, I'm like, dude.
And the
dope.
Juggalos love it. That's the best. When
Yeah.
the Juggalos love the oldie joints.
Yeah.
When I say one of my favorite gatherings is probably that 2001, like maybe 2011. I don't know.
Yeah.
So the different moments of different
Yeah,
gatherings.
right.
But I did
But
love the
overall,
host. I did love-
what's your
overall?
fucking favorite gathering overall, based off your experience. Doesn't matter. They could have had fucking dog shit perform as long as you had fucking fun.
I'd say probably 2013.
Woo! That was a good gathering. That was my favorite.
Probably 2013. Yeah, that was a killer gathering.
Yeah.
That was one of the gatherings.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Like you said, just overall. I mean, we
why
can sit here for
why
2
for
hours.
you?
Yeah,
I mean,
straight.
let's just break it down real quick.
Alright,
Why was it cool
alright.
for you?
Well, when I broke it down, about 4 or 5 bitches, I said, spread your asshole, I want to see your colon, and they did. And I was like, yo, they no longer see me as little brother. They're like, hey, that's my friend's little brother that I want to show my asshole to. So I was like, dope, I'm finally breaking out of the preteen stage, getting into like 13, 14 stage.
Yeah.
So I was like, hell yeah. Walking around, I'm spitting game to the fucking, the girl who's making fucking mixed drinks, like the...
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like...
She's like a Wolfpack girl and shit?
No, the person, like a vendor,
Yeah.
the carny. I'm just spitting game to the carnies. Like, yo, girl, what are you doing?
Like, that's better.
I'm like, yeah. I think I'm like a fucking pimp. I'm like, yeah. I don't fuck around with juggalos. I'm hitting up the carnies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, the whole gathering, I was on like an ecstasy high, just floating by. I think that's the gathering I took 5 tabs too.
Yeah, I think you gotta be on 5 tabs to hit on one of them cornies.
Some of the you know the girl in the strawberry thing.
That's what I was thinking.
her.
That's what I thought you were talking about. The strawberry.
Yeah.
Looks
We
like
all
she'll
know.
suck your
We
dick.
all
through your
remember
asshole.
her.
Okay, she looks at you like, yo,
Why?
I'll suck your asshole
Why?
and then suck your dick. Like,
He's 13, like, yes, please.
I'm like, I'm gonna be 15 next year. Let's try it again.
Let's
right.
get it.
Well,
How about you, big guy?
I would say 2013, and I'm gonna go into
But
this
why?
one.
But why?
I have got some pictures to go along with it. But
Ooh.
Sorry, Mr. Responsible.
I
I
am.
was saying
Jesus
2013, but dude, 2013 was reckless as fuck for me.
Why is that?
I was newly single. I've never been
Ooh.
single.
Oh, man.
At a gathering shit, and fucking, I went overboard. I indulged in everything, and I was a fucking.
I got herpes twice.
fucking
Yo, I was a fucking pussy hound that fucking year.
Wow.
Check this out, yo.
See, but do you?
I decided.
Fuck girls
I
you
decided.
don't know?
No,
Oh,
go
God.
next picture. Go to a different one.
Right.
So here, that's Hetty.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
Hetty.
this is Hetty, yo.
Hetty.
And we made this thing. We made this thing in the parking lot at the
What?
gathering. Now, speaking of, in the
That's
parking
funny.
lot of this gathering, I had never eaten acid before, ever. I was always scared to. I was like, oh, you're gonna have a bad trip, right? And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
and then finally, I ate acid. And I'm like, I get tired though, and I'm like, I want to go to sleep. And then fucking, this is Hog Rock parking lot. People start shooting off fireworks, and I wake up in a
God.
war zone,
Oh my
tripping
God.
my fucking face off, yo. And I'm like, man, this is fucking awesome. I like this shit. And then the next night, we made this head out of it's a styrofoam head. We put a bunch of glow sticks in it. It had a hole in the neck. It said "fist me," "fuck me," all types of shit. It was great.
Juggalo shit.
Time
That
of my
was
life
fucking awesome.
making that fucking thing. And then night 2, I decided it was time to break out the fucking Borat. And I wore next picture. And I wore a mankini, yo.
Right. Shouts to Mankini.
I wore a mankini before mankini
Oh,
wore a fucking
shit.
bikini. All right, I was wearing this fucking mankini. If you
Oh
see,
my God,
there are
dude.
glow handprints on my ass. This
You
is
have, like, Lyme disease.
yeah. This is also
he has a fucking glow stick out of your
I
ass.
know.
There's
wait,
glow
no.
sticks hanging
You
out my
don't,
ass.
you don't need to zoom in. I don't want to see his anal beads of fucking glow sticks.
But dude, this is the year I met Jessica. One of those handprints
Oh
on my
my
ass
God.
is Jess's handprint.
Shouts
Well,
to Jess. You chose the good
This is
one.
one of the stories he tells his daughter.
Yo,
Yeah.
Hey, you want to hear how I
Yeah.
met your mother?
Out of everyone
No,
at
but
the
dude-
gathering, this guy.
This is where it's at.
But no, but dude.
Now I'm questioning Jess's judgment.
Dude, I was so fucked up at that
Definitely.
gathering. That night, I remember I don't know what I took. I don't know what I did, but I remember I had a handle of Captain with me. And I must have finished it because I came running back to the campsite and I picked up a handle of Jameson. And I was like,
my
is this
God.
liquor? And my buddy was like, it smells like rubbing alcohol. And I said, good enough. And I ran back off into the fucking darkness, right? And then pull up the next picture. That is at one of the parties. You can see I have a stick in my hand and Hetty's sticking out on the other side. I have no idea who this female is. I could have fucking fucked her for all I know. It was one of those nights. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody's any idea who this fine young lady is,
Well, fine and young, but I don't know.
I'm
She
just
looks
saying,
like-
I don't
she
know who
looks like
she
a
is.
Teresa.
I don't know who she is.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
But either way, now,
dude, you're a slut. Bro.
back to, let's get on with the fucking night. I have no idea. I don't remember taking this picture. I don't
Look at
remember
your
any of it.
face.
Now, after this picture was taken at some point, the people that I was camping next to, Juggalo Grill, shouts out Juggalo Grill, were walking back from
Native
second
World shirt.
stage.
Cool, ABK fan.
And they saw me passed out on the side of the fucking road. No mankini. Okay? And they decided,
Dick in the dirt.
they didn't have to wake me up. I was an adult. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, dude, I don't remember.
Hi, mom.
It was like, look,
Christmas photo.
I don't remember any of that. But what I do remember is waking up the next day in the parking lot outside of Hog Rock. I was not in the gathering anymore. I was in the parking lot in between cars. My wristband was off my wrist. The key to the camper was not around my neck anymore. I had no mankini. I had nothing. But I was wrapped in a blanket, right? So I get up and
Some juggalos love you. Dude.
I get up, I look around, I realize I'm in the parking lot. Ballers is on the other side of the fence, so I run over.
Oh my God.
Naked as the day I was born. To Ballers, climb under the fence, run over to my camper. Thank God these fucking goons have enough sense to leave the door unlocked. I fucking swing that camper door open, I fucking hop in, balls out, and I'm like, you guys will not believe what the fuck just happened to me, yo. They're like, yo, put your dick away and then tell us.
Tell me to the tuck bag. Tell me to the tuck bag.
No,
That's
I
it.
think
No
I
tuck
covered
back.
up. But either way, so I'm like,
No
all right,
tuck
I'm going
back.
to take a little nap and I'm going to take care of this wristband situation because they were really getting on people on wristbands that year.
That's the year I got kicked out. For wristband.
It was 2013, yeah.
2013.
So I sleep it off. I wake up and I go back out to the ticket booth. And I'm like, look, lady, I can't tell you what happened last night. I was wearing a mankini. I woke up naked in the fucking parking lot. I don't have a wristband or my camper key. And she looks at me and she goes, oh, you're the mankini guy. I'll give you another wristband, but don't let this shit happen again. And I was like, what? So I either got kicked out or I was fucking starting some shit or I was... Either way, the box office lady remembered me.
He thinks he passed out, but he just got knocked the fuck out.
Yo, it's possible because I was at Drug Bridge that night with this girl who I was also associating myself with during that gathering before
She set you
Jessica.
up and shit.
And we were buying drugs off the Cleveland Ninjas, and they were not liking my mankini at all.
No, fuck no.
I remember that same gathering.
But I know I didn't get raped because if I did, it was from a little guy because I didn't feel shit.
Me.
You know.
See, that same gathering, that's the gathering that took like 5 tags first time. I remember, though, shouldn't do it. I'm going to tell all you kids out there, don't have balls like me. Just don't. Because I remember stripping my balls off, and I have, an ass fetish. I love women with fat. Dude, I just remember seeing some girl. She's at one of the freaking, vendors. I'm not looking at her fucking 6-foot tall boyfriend that looks like he's from a biker club. Like, I'm not even looking at him. I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh,
And
no.
Dude, I never do that. Just something came over me. I was like, oh my God. I just grabbed, and then something dings on me like, hey, you're grabbing some random girl's ass. And I'm like, look, and he's just looking at me so angry.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, congratulations, bro. You're so good. I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so proud. I'm like shaking his hand. At this is where Socks became my boy, because he's like behind me, like, sorry, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He took my dick. Like, my dick's halfway hanging out. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And next thing I know, he's like, we need to go back to the site.
Yeah, definitely.
And next thing I'm like, hey, let's go back to the site. I'm like, well, what's over here?
Hey, what's this?
I remember taking my shoes off up at the
Okay.
site, bumping into Donnie. I'm like, Donnie, here, take my shoes. He's like, why? You should be wearing them. I'm like, you're right.
Put it back on.
Put it back on, lace him back up. And I'm like, he's like, I think you need to go to the site, dude. You seem a little
Yeah.
fucked up. I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm heading. He's like, no, you're heading towards main stage.
Oh, my
I'm like,
God.
don't worry, same thing.
Yeah, I'll make it there.
Just keep
Well,
going.
that's like...
Bro, Socks, like my boy Socks, everybody knows Jim Deadhay started to put that out there. He had my back, bro. If
Well-
he didn't have it, I would have been raped, kicked out, and not allowed back
Would
in.
have been like this guy. Well, that's
Yeah,
like...
but I got back in.
Well, that's
and I
like
get raped.
that's like a list of like gathering do's and don'ts because like the same thing happened. Joanna's on stage. Some guy's like sitting there. She's a nice looking, beautiful woman. Shouts to Joanna. Slaps her ass, and
She
I just
doesn't have
fucking
a dick.
and I just fucking jaw him, and he fucking like flips over. And I remember my boy Nick Hellig. Thanks. He was like, "What's up?" Because there was another like big dude, and the guy was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Dude, smack." Gathering do's and don'ts. You don't smack random girls' asses unless you say you're sorry.
I'm
at the
sorry.
end of it.
I'm
You say
sorry.
you're
I'm sorry. No woman's walking around with her ass hanging out unless they want some random dude
Oh,
looking at
God.
and smacking it.
Oh,
So
God.
if your girlfriend has a fat
Here we
ass
go.
and she ain't covering it,
Here we go.
now I don't think you should be slapping
Well-
it unless you have about 5 tabs of an excuse in you.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, her ass is hanging out. She wants you to look, and she wants you to take a bite.
Well,
I don't touch anybody who doesn't want to be touched.
What? Yeah, consent.
Hence why they're wearing no clothes. They want to be touched.
All right.
What's in your list of gathering do's and don'ts?
Do's and don'ts. Don't touch anybody who doesn't want to be touched.
Consent.
Wear clothes.
I really
Why I'm
don't.
walking around naked.
I really don't
Touch
have
me.
many do's or don'ts. I kind of just play it by ear. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
like do's, like we all do drugs, but it's like, do we test our drugs? Like, is
Yeah,
there,
if
like,
you got
a
if you
time?
got test kits for sure.
Okay, got
Especially
you.
in this fucking climate.
What do you think about gathering do's and don'ts?
Ugh, dues.
gathering do, let's say, stay hydrated.
Yeah,
Absolutely, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Don't spend all your fucking money
Don't
too
spend
quick.
all your money. Real quick on drugs is the little asterisk.
Yeah, don't fucking try not to burn any bridges and make sure you have a goddamn ride
Yeah,
home.
try not to get. I'll tell you what. I've never done it, but I have seen people that get too fucked up and they're a hot mess the whole gathering.
He looks in the mirror. Hey!
Alright, you know what, dude? It's not funny
fucking
anymore.
unplugs my
It's
microphone.
not funny anymore, right?
Hey, dude. You want to fucking go, dude?
You don't want me to fucking fight you,
You want
dude.
to fucking go, dude?
You don't want me to fight you.
I'll fucking Blake this table
You know
right
I know
now.
fucking Guy Jitsu,
I'll
right?
Blake this
said
table
Guy
right
Jitsu.
now.
Dude, I'll fuck you up, bro.
Gathering don't. Gathering don't.
Here, but how about we go around? We'll go around 3 times with don'ts. Go around 3 times with do's. What do you
Okay.
say don't.
Don't.
Let's play a game. Don't.
Don't get so fucked up you don't know where your house is.
Pretty much what I just said.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't shit more than twice.
Don't.
Don't shit at your site.
Ooh, that part.
Don't walk up naked at a campsite
Random
you're not
site.
familiar with.
Yeah.
Dudes.
Are there do's? Okay. Do walk up naked at a campsite you are familiar with.
Dudes. Find a random juggalo and become friends with him.
That's a good one.
Or her.
Yeah.
Probably her.
Take 3 hits of acid. and
At
walk
least.
around.
At least.
Have babysitters. On the acid trip, that's what I'm
Are
saying.
you saying bring your kids to the
No,
gathering?
no. Acid babysitter.
Back to
That's
don't.
dude, that's a
Don't.
back to don't.
Yeah,
Don't bring
don'ts.
your kids to the gathering.
Don't.
Don'ts.
Don't corral and make your own little fence like you're at home in your suburban area. Like, don't bring your kids. I'm sorry. We're all adults here.
Yeah,
Even though we
fuck
want to
all that.
act like we're children.
Yeah.
You bring your fucking child that's 10
Exactly.
and under.
It's fucked
Don't
up.
bring them.
This is my week out of the year to act like a child. I shouldn't have to fucking
There's people walking up naked to random sites.
be responsible.
So nasty.
You guys remember the guy, the PCP guy? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is that
The
your-
don'ts.
The don'ts. You gotta stay on the don'ts.
Yeah.
Don't lose your shit. Literally, like your keys, your wallet.
Yes.
fucking- the
Leave it at your
essentials.
house.
Your contacts.
Don't be a fucking bigot and try to like put your like. Are we talking about like the fucking redneck like?
It's a real
rebel
simple
flag?
game, dude. It's a real simple game, and you're the only one we gotta fucking explain this to. Do's and don'ts at the gathering.
Don't be a bigot. Do.
Interesting one.
Man. If you're
That's a tough man. I mean, that's a very ballsy bigot to go to the gathering. I mean, I've
If-
seen him.
Explain.
We've been in confrontation.
Yeah. I've
Yes,
seen-
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen a lot of people with like Hatchet Man tattoos that are colored in with a Confederate flag.
Yeah, come on.
It's not a good look, man.
Knock that the fuck off.
Do what you feel is right. Okay? Just let your body tell you what to do. Especially when you have fucking 5 tabs in you.
Or start with 3.
You can start
But
with
no,
3.
dead serious. Have a good time. Whatever you need to do to push the reset button, get back to life, because everybody knows life's all about work, push the thumb on you. So this is the one time of the year the juggalos, not saying the only, but we just hit the reset button. We do the, hey, I'm going to do a bunch of shit that's going to now get me ready to go back to the real world. And sometimes people walk up naked to random sites. If that's your thing, I recommend no, because you will get knocked out.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. If you're
No,
being,
you're going to get knocked out.
No, you're not. Not always. If you're being fucking cool.
Okay, well.
All right. Well, we've had not cool naked
Yeah.
people and not so cool naked people. So it goes both ways. The not so cool naked people got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, okay.
I would say for dues, go and see sets of people that you have not seen before or heard of before.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone while you're on acid, so it just gets even cooler.
Yeah, dude.
For sure.
Just experiment, like let yourself go. Like this is if it's your first gathering, you find your inner juggalo, bro. You find who the fuck you are at these gatherings. You know what I mean? Sometimes you lose yourself and then find it at the fucking end. But just fucking experiment. Have an open mind. You're gonna see some shit. And yeah, that's me.
Sounds like Mikey D wants to fuck some first timers.
Hey.
Ew.
Don't be a fucking hound dog if you see any artists out fucking
Oh my
mingling
God,
around,
I
dog.
Yeah.
hate that shit, dude. I hate
Yeah.
Matter
that
of fact, if you can, when you get the chance, clown artists when they're out there, dude. I fucking clowned D-Loke so hard the one year. He was walking down the fucking aisle. It was the year we had Tarp City. And fucking, he was walking down the aisle, and I was like, oh shit, it's D-Lo from the Cottonmouth Kings. And I went up for the fucking high five, and he went for it, and I said, get the fuck out of here, dude. I still don't want to shake your hand, you piece of shit.
D-Lo, see, now, Richter, I respect Richter.
You
DJ
fucking
Bobby
Richter, though.
B, after their set one time.
Weird beer.
Say what?
The time we brought the warm beer for Richter.
Yeah, we did.
Fuck with Richter, though.
Richter
he's
didn't want, he
easy
wanted
fun.
beer, so we brought him warm beer.
It was pretty.
We gave him warm beer.
Dope. No, see, I seen DJ Bobby B after a set, and I'm like, pot. All you guys talk about is pot. Now I smoke pot. I'm like, I don't even smoke weed, and I don't even feel included when I go to your set.
Wow.
And they're like, we don't just talk about weed.
That's all you talk about.
I'm like, yeah, it is. All you talk about is weed. Pot this and pot that. Why don't you just grow the fuck up, dude? And it's like 5 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not even like, oh, he's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Oh,
this fucking 15-year-old just talks shit to my face. Now I'm walking around with some big ass dude, probably like Dan or somebody.
Yeah.
They ain't talking shit to everybody. Like, dude, I just see it in his face. He's just like, fuck the gathering.
Yeah.
Cha-ching! That's a do. Make somebody hate the gathering, because I do it every year.
What else? So, okay, so what's your overall favorite, like...
Memory from the guy?
Yeah.
You had one more
I-
round of dues.
Oh yeah, we do got
dues?
one more round of dues. I'm sorry, guys. We don't want to fucking cut the
My
the
bad.
video short. Oh wait, I started the don'ts, right? Are we doing don'ts?
You were almost done, don'ts.
Yeah, you still got you.
So we have to do don'ts?
Did you do don'ts?
Don't.
Do your fucking don'ts.
We're well
Don't-
organized.
Don't, that's just kind of a do, but don't hit ether out of a gas can from a random
Don't
baby, do it?
Don't
Try
get
it.
pressured into doing anything. You are your own fucking person. And if you're surrounded by these fucking assholes that are like, do that ether hit, and you're like, I don't want to, don't fucking do it.
And they're going to remember you like, yo, you're the juggalo that didn't take the ether.
You guys remember that pussy? All right, back to do piss off the artist, yo.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, definitely.
Once again, another story, quick little story. I have a picture for it. We had megaphones one year, me and Rocco, and we were walking around the gathering, being obnoxious. Not together. We just so happened to run into each other down by main stage. And Dead Body, we ran into Dead Body Dan too.
Yeah.
And there was one other person I feel like with a megaphone. But either way,
Orange?
I think it was this picture right before or after this happened. Puddle of Mud was on fucking stage doing their sound check, and we were standing right in front of the stage. 3 megaphones, sirens going. To the point that they kept on having to start over. I'm pretty sure the lead singer of Puddle of Mud stormed off the stage because we fucking got... Security came over and like, you guys can't do that. And we were like, what are you talking about? This is the gathering. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
This guy's about to leave.
He's like, you're going to ruin a set. Like, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah. So either way, anytime you see an artist, don't feel like you got to be friends with them.
Exactly.
Just know that they're
don't.
they're a regular piece of shit, just like you, yo.
Exactly.
Thank
So
you. Yes.
Fuck
They're
that.
just as the same, if not worse than you.
Yeah.
And if you find a wheelchair, ask somebody if you can have fun with it, because it's a load of fun.
Don't
But
just take
just
it.
take it, dude.
Looks
Well,
like someone's
yeah.
in a
Be
wheelchair in the
considerate.
back of that picture.
Yeah.
That's what gave me the idea,
Yeah.
because I've used Legs' wheelchair, and it's like the most fun I've had at the gathering.
Look at that. He's living on Easy Street.
Dude, you go in a wheelchair and you have, I'm pushing, and then Socks knocks me the fuck over.
Oh my God.
You got people trying to pick my ass up.
Dude, I had Legs' wheelchair in the pit one year, and fucking I thought that this was like okay, it was a cool thing to do, right? Me and fucking Manny are in the pit. Manny's fucking pushing me around. Other scrubs are fucking tackling me,
my God.
and then I get out of the pit, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" Legs is looking for his wheelchair. I'm like,
Oh
what
my
What do you
God.
mean? I thought you knew I had it.
Jesus Christ.
He's been crawling over here.
Fucking dude, last one.
This is for dues.
Yeah.
Make sure you want to do this. If someone passes you a drink without a cap, you make sure you smell it. It's not piss. Because I've seen individuals
Dude,
drink.
I've
piss.
done it. I've done it.
I've seen
I've done it.
individuals drink piss.
I've done it. You know who gave me the fucking? You know
Was
who
it
gave me the
Nips?
drink? You know who gave me the fucking drink?
I want to say it was Nips.
No, I bet you Mikey knows who gave me that fucking drink. It was piss. Okay,
It was
You
Rude Boy.
drank it?
it was Rude Boy.
Yes.
And it wasn't Rude Boy, but it was somebody Rude Boy was with.
was
And
his
yo,
boy.
I went to go swing on this kid, and and I was going to swing on Rudy too. And fucking Rudy was like, I didn't know that kid. Yeah, okay, you fucking piece of shit.
Shouts to Rude Boy Steve.
Go fuck yourself.
Nah,
Dudes,
that's a
dudes.
do not.
It is more of a do
Take
not.
something from somebody that you
Well, yeah,
have
yeah,
no
yeah.
idea, and it's just open, and they're like,
But
hey.
if you get it, you do sniff it and make sure.
Check
Yeah,
it out.
absolutely.
So
Check
my
it
my
out.
last do is I like to go in. I like to see where the porta potty is because at that point I've gone 24 hours without taking a shit. And the clean porta potties on the first day, I'm going there. Do take a shit the first day in a clean porta potty within a couple of the first hours.
Well, and if you're gonna take a shit, get up early and do it. 'Cause
yeah,
they
Or-
they clean it.
Or now I'm gonna blow everybody's fucking mind. Buy a bucket toilet.
yeah.
Or do that.
A luggable loo.
Make sure
Get
you have
yourself a luggable loo.
And there you go.
an extra. Make sure you have extra Purell. That one is for UG and Rude Boy Steve.
All right. Is there anything else, or can we wrap this fucking thing up?
Oh no.
Well, now I want to say, okay, so we've done the gathering. You've been
Gathering.
in it. You're kind of burnt out. Let's say it's the last day.
Whew.
Since it's the last day, is there anything? Obviously, the clowns are going to be ending it. But is there anything the last day you're like, I need to do this. I want to do this. You know, obviously there's artists that people want to see, but the last day, what is going through your guys' minds?
Fuck.
Pack
Yeah,
it up.
fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we have to leave.
Fuck.
It's cool going there. Dude, drive going there.
Dude, I
Drive
remember.
home sucks.
Oh,
Yo, I remember
fucking
Oklahoma, of all the fucking gatherings, Oklahoma, I flew there, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking be responsible on the last night and not drink or anything. Because granted, I did have to drive the camper. I rent it back
Oh
to the
my
camper
God.
place
That's-
and then go to the airport. But still, dude, what I normally do, check it out. Here's a piece of advice I can give you: is get as fucked up as you possibly want on the last night, and then make your fucking old lady drive on the way home. All right?
That part, or stay completely sober so everyone stays up on the ride home and you're fucking alive when you get home. So
Or
either
you can be
Either
a
or.
responsible driver and you just don't sleep when you drive. Because
That part,
I've
too.
driven all the way there in a gathering and all the way back, and I was supposed to have, our scrubby asshole friends.
I hate yes, exactly.
And this is what the dude who's supposed to drive. Now Jim, he has no license. I go, bro, aren't you supposed to drive? Yeah, but I took like 2 tabs of acid.
2 minutes
When?
ago.
Yeah, when? About an hour and a half ago. Dude, we're leaving right now.
Oh my
like, you're not driving
goodness.
at all. Yeah, I can. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god.
Can you say that person's name?
Oh, no, Jim doesn't have a
Oh,
license.
okay. I was like, what the
You
fuck?
know who you are, right? You know. Probably doesn't watch it because he's like, damn, Scrubs are doing it. Fuck the Scrubs.
Yeah, fuck the scrubs.
His name starts with top and ends with flight.
Oh,
What
yeah,
about-
he's not watching this.
What about your favorite performances?
I thought we were wrapping up. You want to go over favorite?
No.
I think
That's
it's a-
at the end.
it's a
Yeah,
good-
like what, like
favorite
you're done the
performances.
gathering.
All right,
you're
yeah, I
rubbing
guess
it-
you're right. Who's my favorite performance at the gathering?
Any gathering, yes.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah,
Every
I
year.
was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same.
Every
shit.
year. What are you talking about, dude?
4 o'clock
That's why
in the
I
morning
go.
show. 4 o'clock in the morning show.
No, I will say.
4 o'clock in the morning show.
I will.
Rude Boys last night.
Like, I'm not trying
Jump
to be a
steady,
nut grabber.
4 a.m.
RA, I don't know if anybody here caught RA's first set.
All right, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Before you get to that, he asked me first because I wasn't at that set, and I'm super butthurt I wasn't. But one of my favorite gathering sets would have to be horror. Did you guys go to the horror set?
Yeah.
No, you fucking
Well, no,
didn't.
I heard it.
Because there was fucking 10 people there,
Yeah.
and me, Bubsy, and Teach were 3 of them, and fucking we were losing our minds on fucking LSD. And next thing I know, dude, we're all moshing. The 10 of us are moshing together, and then I turn around and fucking Teacher is literally rolling around in the mud.
Oh my god.
Rolling around.
Oh my god.
Man, now I'm upset. I missed that set, dude.
Hell yeah.
God
It
damn.
was fucking fresh, yo.
Yeah, see, that's funny because the RA set was like the same thing. It was like 10 of us. It was like me, Orange, UG, and like 4 other people that we knew, and then other hip hop heads. And we're there, and he goes, "All right, guys, how fucked up can we get tonight?" And it's all of us 6
Yeah.
in nothing but our boxers, and we're like,
Yeah. Drop gang.
"What are you fucking talking about, bro? I bought tidy whities for this set."
Bro, I remember I was on acid, so I didn't go. I'm sitting there, I can't move, and I just see UG walking
Did you
with
just
half
say you
of
were
a-
on acid so you couldn't go?
Yeah, bro, I was fucked. It was the acid that I.
Sorry, I've been
I
there.
sat down. So anyway, UG comes. He's drop ganged out. His pants are on his ankles. He's got his boxers on, and he's holding a fucking half a watermelon like this. Like, yo, RA set was fucking wild. I was like, wait,
What year was that?
Fuck.
That was in Oklahoma, wasn't
That
it?
was Oklahoma
It
for
was,
me.
it was
right.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, because I remember you guys coming back with a fucking watermelon, smacking Dan across the fucking
Dude,
head
well,
with it.
my thing is, dude, he got shut down because like the
Yeah,
noise
yeah, I
ordinance,
remember.
The noise
Yep,
ordinance. He's
That's
like,
right,
He's
yeah.
like this. He's like,
And he got the
"Fuck
megaphone,
you."
right?
And he's, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he's
he's
on
on the mic still, and he's like, "Fuck you!" They're literally chasing him around the fucking
Yeah.
stage. He's like, "I didn't drive all this way to perform a half a set.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
you!"
Shouts to RA.
And all of us were like, "Let him," and we're getting angry, like
Oh, yeah.
Juggalo angry, like, "We'll rape your fucking face."
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Dude, he
That's
finished.
a don't for the gathering.
He finished.
Don't rape anyone's
don't
face.
do that.
Unless they ask you to.
He finished his set with a megaphone and some white kid beatboxing.
Oh my God.
Killed it, dude.
Shouts to RA.
Killed it.
You know,
But the second year he had main stage, he tried to mimic it. He's like,
Oh,
"Oh, they
yeah,
shut
yeah,
me
yeah.
down." I'm like, "Oh, bro, you just."
come on.
Sorry. He was trying to fucking
but
ride off
dude,
the
that
hype.
was
dude.
one of the best sets.
Trying to ride off the hype.
That, and everybody here can agree except Hater. The Wizard of the Hood set, best set I've ever seen. in
Fucking
Gathering.
worst thing I've ever seen
Well-
in my life.
Well, how
You don't
about like
fuck with it?
bands like
No. They fucking. Did you see the production value of that fucking set? Are you kidding me?
It's like,
I want to see it on DVD.
They had
I would like to
actual production value. It made me sick.
I have to see
Well,
it
what
again.
what about bands that don't have production value but make their fans make puppet heads? How about Green Jello? They always
Fucking
do.
fire, dude.
Yeah, they always do a great fucking.
How about
Shouts to
it
Man
does,
Speaker.
It does
Yeah.
make me
Johnny
want to
P.
segue in-
shouts out to Man Speaker and
It's,
shouts out to their number one fan, UG.
that's been
Hey,
said.
AKA our producer. Hey.
UG makes some killer.
Oh yeah.
Just going
Go
back
ahead,
to-
UG. Tell
Hold
us
on,
about your
hold on.
mess.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
was gonna say,
It's Christian's turn.
coming back
Bugsy's
to,
turn.
coming back
It's fucking
to
Boofio's.
the Dark Lotus set that didn't happen. There was a Dark Lotus set that did happen, and with the puppets that he made, the giant monster puppets.
No, that wasn't him.
Was it you who made them?
No, that was
Was it 6'1"?
6'1" made that thing, and nobody liked it.
Oh, I thought you made those
No,
puppets.
you talking about the monster?
The monster that
The
we
monster
got right
was like
into the
20
crowd.
foot tall that we put
Bring
on a
that fucker
bicycle.
down! Bring that fucker
Yeah,
down!
that
Take
one.
it
Yeah,
down!
yeah.
I
That was a funny
I've
story.
always had in my head. I've credited you
No,
for that.
Go ahead, tell that. Go tell that whole story.
I mean, all I know is there was these 6'1", and his whole crew. They had made these puppets. That were
6'1" missed the entire first day of the gathering and the entire second day, all the way up to Lotus's set, making this monster
It's huge.
with a plaster head. The head had to be 4 foot tall. Plaster's fucking heavy, dude. And it was right after Twisted had left Psychopathic. It was the last Hog Rock gathering, and it had Twisted face paint on, and it had a big sheet hanging off it that said, "In Twisted we trust."
Oh
yeah.
no.
But wait, dude. But so we put this thing on the fucking he took the seat off a bike and we put it on the fucking bike,
Holy
and he was going
fuck.
through the crowd with it, and everyone was like,
Hated it.
"Fuck that thing!"
Oh
Fuck.
my
But there was one guy
God.
in particular who was like, "Fuck that thing! Fuck that thing! Fuck that thing! Fuck that thing!"
Oh,
and
God.
jumped up and ripped it down, dude, and fucking. But it was great. Someone still has the head. It was a good time. They had arms.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
God.
controlling one arm. He was controlling the other arm.
You're
Wiggling
fucking
around.
crazy.
It
so
was
much
fucking
fun.
funny as hell. though,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
And I remember almost fucking perishing right before that too. Shouts out to Frog from Pittsburgh.
Ew.
We had met him the year before, and he was like, "Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm really dehydrated. I'm very high right now. Could you go and get me a water?" And he went and got me a water, yo. So shouts out to Frog from Pittsburgh, man.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Frog.
before we end it all, just want to say, I love you guys. Thank you.
I love you too.
You guys thought I was gonna say something cool.
Ah, damn.
Fucking gotcha.
Yo, my heart was
Zap.
like, damn.
No, but seriously, like, I love going to the gathering though, and saying "fuck Twisted" because you always gotta
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, "Oh, you don't know how hard they work."
Oh, dude, going to the gathering and trolling the fuck out of people is always the best. I love going
Oh,
to the
I do. I love
I love
it.
going to the gathering and be like, "You guys ready for fucking Twisted tonight? What's up?" We're like, "Twisted's not here."
They're like, oh my God. But then you get some that are like, are they really here?
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
Juggle Rumors.
It's us,
before
JuggleRumors.com.
we end the gathering podcast, we all know at the gathering a bunch of juggle rumors go. And
Oh,
if
yeah.
anybody knows of anything, Black Ice, R.I.P. DMX, TMZ.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yo, I don't know who drives a fucking motorcycle in the middle of August
And
in
hits Black
Illinois
Ice.
and hits Black Ice.
Oh my God. I was like, what the fuck?
You don't,
remember that?
you don't
I
remember
don't
that?
Oh, you
No,
weren't at
dude,
that gathering.
I don't think
We
so.
started this thing because DMX was supposed to show up.
That was 2012 or 13.
No,
That was
yeah,
12.
It
That
was
was
Hard
12.
Rock,
That
yeah.
was
It was 2012.
Dude, we literally tell people, oh, he got his advance and smoked a bunch of crack
Yeah, yeah.
in a fucking hotel room
That's
and then
believable.
drove here and hit a patch of black ice
Okay.
and peeled out and now he's dead.
And that became a.
That became
People
like,
coming up to us like, did you guys hear TMZ just posted that DMX had died on his way to the gathering? They're like, I think he hit a patch of black ice. I'm like, are you kidding
It's
me?
fucking August.
you
Dude,
open
it's
up a
August. Somebody from our site's like, the last day, wait, that's not true? We're all like, we got you.
they're like, what? It's an R.I.P. DMX tattoo?
Yeah, he's like, dude, the whole
Yo,
gathering.
remember they had the tattoo fucking tent at Hard Rock?
Oh,
What
yeah.
if somebody
That's
did get R.I.P. fucking DMX
Oh, my
tattoo?
God.
You know somebody out there got one of those squares. Like, yeah, that was just a Joker's card.
You see it like faintly.
Yeah, they don't want to claim it.
Oh,
That's
God.
the dope thing. Dude, if you go to the gathering, you better start a rumor.
Start
and it better
rumors,
be
baby.
good.
It better be good. All right, well, let's wrap this the fuck up. I think that if we're lucky, we're going to have some GoPro footage from the homie Rocco
Shouts
to
to
play us out. So shouts out to Rocco for giving us
Rocco!
that. Other than that, this has been the Ugly Juggalos podcast,
The
first
Gathering
ever
Edition.
Gathering Edition. Thank you
Hell
for
yeah.
watching. Don't forget to like, share,
yeah,
and
dude.
comment.
Fuck
Thank you
yeah,
for
dude.
Boofio
Yes.
for fucking... For,
I gotta
for-
stand up.
Dude.
Thank you for Boofio for sitting in for Blake, who's been a
Yo.
naughty
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Absolutely. And make sure
Later,
to
y'all.
go on your mom's fucking YouTube and hit the subscribe button because I don't want yours subscribe. I want your mom subscribe. Your
Yeah.
grandma subscribe. Your aunt subscribe.
Make her
your
go,
uncle,
what the fuck?
all of them, get them to subscribe. Thank you.
Be
Boofio
safe
Crank
there,
out.
guys.
All right.
Welcome to the Dark Carnival Super Show. You're especially invited guest, and I'll tell you about. Cause you're the evilest
was gross, bro. Ah! Uh-oh.